Everyone mocked me after Chenner publicly dumped me for Chong. They expected me to beg because she had awakened a plus rank power. Instead, I calmly agreed and walked away without giving her another glance. At that exact moment, my long-awaited system finally activated. It granted me SS-rank Purple Cloud Divine Thunder, rivaling ordinary SSS-rank abilities. I secretly awakened it on the school's back mountain. The novice package added ability points and Chilin Step, a gravity technique. From there, hunting beasts could directly raise my realm, skills, and future. The school beauty was arm in arm with a man who awakened S-rank and dumped me in public. Everyone was laughing at me, thinking I would beg her to get back together. But to their surprise, I waved my hand with cold eyes. Fine, I agreed to the breakup. She was stunned. Everyone on the scene was shocked. But I lowered my head and smiled, because yesterday I had seen her on a small advertisement with Chenner's photo. And when I called to meet, it really was her. Ding. System activated. Congratulations, host, for obtaining SS rank Purple Cloud Divine Thunder. Do you wish to awaken? Awaken. Feeling the Purple Cloud Divine Thunder surging within me. Hearing the system's voice, I narrowed my eyes. 18 years. The system had finally arrived. The system would never fail to come. It would only be late. And right from the start, it was SS rank Thunder ability, which was enough to rival ordinary SSS rank. My time to rise had come. As for the breakup, I didn't have time to bother with it. Fine. I waved my hand indifferently. I agreed to the breakup. At these words, Chenner was stunned. She couldn't believe I had agreed so readily. This wasn't right. Wasn't he supposed to be like a S, begging her not to break up? After all, she had awakened an A+ rank ability. She had even prepared mocking words and planned to kick me aside and throw herself into young Master Lu's arms. But now that the breakup had happened, she couldn't be happy, because I hadn't even given her a single glance. Why? Chenner was filled with unwillingness. After speaking, I walked out of the square, leaving behind a group of stunned people. Chenner, ignore him. Chong skillfully put his arm around her slender waist. He had experienced this feeling firsthand, and it was quite good. Chenner nodded gently and sweetly. She had put in a lot of effort to latch onto young Master Lu and had even spent a 100,000 yuan to repair her purity. As for the small advertisements, now that she had latched onto the genius, young Master Lu, she wouldn't be foolish enough to continue. Thank you, young Master Lu. Chenner breathed a sigh of relief. He good. Chonghong's lips curled up, and that was why he had made a move for her. But just the entire sky above Ganling was filled with an official announcement. Congratulations to Musener, a genius from Class 3 of Ganling. No, one high school for awakening SS rank flame ability talent, and already reaching first rank peak. Special announcement. Boom. As soon as the news came out, it immediately pulled everyone's attention back. Musener, the school beauty of Ganling, no one high school, a first rank peak martial artist. As expected of my goddess, so impressive, she actually awakened SS rank ability. Ganling wouldn't cease in several years. The whole crowd was in an uproar. Even Chonghong was stunned. SS rank talent ability, and it was the rare flame type. Her future achievements were far beyond his reach. If only he could get such a woman. At this thought, Chonghong's mind began to wander. Chenner noticed the heat in Chonghong's eyes, and jealousy surged within her. Men were indeed all the same. That Musener only awakened SS rank ability. What's the big deal? Chonghong snapped back to reality, feeling her slender waist. It seemed he would have to vent tonight. Chenner performed well. Chonghong smiled. Tomorrow I'll take you to meet my father. Really? Chenner's eyes lit up at the mention of meeting the parents. Thank you, young Master Lu. Chonghong nodded slightly, but his mind was filled with Moose's face. Then he looked in the direction I had left, and a cold smile curled at the corner of his mouth. Kid, I'll send you to meet your maker soon. After leaving Ganling, Noda High School, I glanced behind me and sensed a faint, killing intent. A smile curling at my lips to a peeners perfect for testing out this SS rank Thunder ability. Jin Ling Buan crack. Flames spread across the entire teacup, and then cracks scattered all over the floor. What? Musener's stunning eyes showed disbelief. How could it be that Yixian had no ability at all? This stirred her even more than her own SS rank flame awakening. The top scorer in the literary exam for 3 years, whom she regarded as someone to surpass, turned out to be unable to practice martial arts. How could this be? Yixian, do you really have no ability? Someone? Musener's phoenix eyes narrowed. Miss, a man bowed, his aura clearly that of a 6th rank strong person. Go monitor Yishian at Ganling. No to high school and tell me immediately if anything unusual happens. The sixth rank strong person was stunned. Miss, that brat. Why would you care so much about him? Are you questioning me? As her voice fell, the room's temperature plummeted. The sixth rank strong person knelt with a thud. I wouldn't dare. Miss is the pearl of the Mu family in the capital. Her status too noble for him to overstep. Go. Then the sixth rank strong person vanished in a flash. Yishian, if you really can't practice martial arts, you would disappoint me too much. Moose's eyes flickered. Back mountain forest. I came deep into the woods, where those strong people shouldn't be able to sense me. Ding. SS-rank Purple Cloud Divine Thunder has been activated. Do you wish to awaken? Awaken. I narrowed my eyes. I had been in this high martial world for 18 years. Ding. Congratulations, host. SS-rank Purple Cloud Divine Thunder is awakening. But just then, two awakeners arrived on the scene and spotted me. Hey, if this kid, we can join young Master Lu's family. I've been sick of him for a long time. A cold glint flashed in their eyes, as long as I disappeared without a trace. Following young Master Lu would guarantee a bright future. Move. The two lunged at me with daggers, their methods extremely ruthless. Crackle. When they were less than 3 in from me, dense thunder burst from my body. The daggers clattered to the ground and the thunder sent them flying. Blood sprayed out. Then they saw a ghostly sight. What? The thunder was so dense. Could that guy have awakened an ability? Boom! Before they could think further, terrifying purple cloud divine thunder spread over a dozen meters. In an instant, the surrounding trees were shredded. The two awakeners didn't even have time to scream and return to ash. Boom! A heavenly phenomenon of surging thunder and a thunder pillar descended from the void, landing on me. The ground around me turned into scorched earth. I opened my eyes and felt the surging energy within me. This is first rank middle. Feeling my realm, I was stunned. Normally, one would be at most first rank, early, right after awakening. Of course, Musiner from a big capital family was different. After all, she had access to unparalleled resources. But this purple cloud divine thunder was powerful enough. It felt pretty good. A smile curled at my lips. Detected a novice gift pack for the host. Do you wish to open it? Novice gift pack. Hearing the system's voice, I was startled. Open. Ding. Congratulations, host, for obtaining 200 ability points. Congratulations, host, for obtaining Chilin Step. Call up the technique. Chilin Step was a technique similar to a gravity field that could suppress enemies and make them unable to move. Its power lay in its ability to suppress bloodlines as well, reducing the enemy's combat power by disrupting their blood circulation. Seeing this, I narrowed my eyes. A gravity field technique that could also suppress bloodlines. This ability was incredibly powerful. What are ability points? I asked the system. Ability points can be used to increase the hostess' realm and skills, and can only be obtained by killing fierce beasts. They are the fastest way for the host to become stronger. I understand the most important thing about the invincible system is ability points. The system would also release missions from time to time, since I have 200 ability points. Let me try them out. Ding. Congratulations, host, for increasing your strength to first rank late. Consumed 100 ability points. Ding. Congratulations, host, for cultivating Chilin Step to the first layer. Consumed 100 ability points. My body trembled, and a power stronger than before surged through me as expected of the invincible system. Let me try Chilin Step. Then I activated the technique and took a step. Crack. The ground let out a sound of unbearable stry and cracks appeared beneath my feet, spreading outward. Wow, this gravity field is at least 10 times stronger. Call up the attribute panel. Name Yishian, age 18. Realm first rank late, ability Purple Cloud Divine Thunder. SS rank, skill Chilin Step level 1. Items none, ability points 0. Looking at the attribute panel, I smiled. From this moment on, I would begin my path to invincibility. Such a commotion would likely attract many people. Time to leave. I flashed my feet and rushed into the distance. My speed at least several times faster than before, about 100 breaths after I left. A figure appeared on the scene. It was the 6th rank strong person beside Musiner. Arriving at the scene, he narrowed his eyes. That kid was clearly here, and there had been signs of awakening here just now. Such intensity was at least S-rank thunder ability. Could it be that kid? Thinking this, he swallowed. He had checked the surrounding kilometers before coming and found no one else. If it really was him, that kid's future achievements would be limitless. Half a day later, night fell. Mingwei community. Dad, I'm home. pushing open the door and entering the house. I smiled. Though not wealthy, it held happy memories. Xiao, you're here. Mu Weining smiled and greeted him. Wait, dinner will be ready soon. Soon. Dinner began. The atmosphere at the table became serious. Xiao Sha's was the awakening ceremony. Father Yi asked the most important question. After all, ability awakening was crucial to his son's future. Yi Mu Wanning glared at Father Yi. Xiaoxian, it's fine even if you didn't awaken an ability. Being first in the literary exam means a good future. Hearing my mother's words, I was deeply moved. My parents were the greatest gift to this former orphan. So, I had cherished them since childhood. Mom, Dad, I have good news. But don't tell anyone. I awakened an SS-rank thunder ability. But the news has been sealed by the Ganling base. A cough. Father Yi, who had just taken a sip of tea, spat it all out. What did you say? SS rank and thunder ability. Am I dreaming? Of course not. I held up the cup in my hand. Crackle. Thunder flashed. The cup turned into powder. Now do you believe me? I am now a first-rank late martial artist with thunder ability. An ordinary first-rank peak is no match for me. Father and mother. Ye looked at each other in shock. Huh? Good Wanning. Go get my treasure. Good wine. I'm going to have a few drinks with my son. Oh, you. Mother Yi glared at Father Ye. Tomorrow is our son's martial exam. Take it easy. Ganling Base Headquarters meeting room. Everyone watched the video playing ahead. The terrifying scene of thunder filling the back mountain. Such dense thunder waves, or at least rank, or even higher. Everyone's expressions were unprecedentedly, indeed. Chief Instructor Wang Tianba's eyes flashed with sharp light, his aura surging at the peak of 6th rank. According to the on-site data, there is a high possibility of an SS-rank Thunder Awakener appearing. What? At these words, the entire room was shocked. Ganling No. 2 High School Principal Xiao Wuji narrowed his eyes. Then wouldn't this Awakener's talent be even greater than Muzhiner's? The no. One high school principal glanced at Xiao Wuji. Old Xiao, don't tell me you think this is a genius from your school. All right. Chief Instructor Wang raised his hand to stop them. If it really is SS-rank Thunder ability, its talent is indeed above Muzhiner's. After all, an SS-rank Thunder ability can only be matched by an SSS-rank Flame ability user. Everyone, do you know what an SS-rank Thunder ability means? If you find anyone suspicious, you must inform me. Let me be clear. If anyone dares to lay a hand on such a genius, I will personally them. We wouldn't dare. Xiao Wuji and the others bowed. Tomorrow is the martial exam. It's a good opportunity to discover talent. Everyone, go prepare. Time flew by, and soon it was the next day. Cold Cloud Town outside the Ganling base. I received my equipment and arrived at the assembly square. There were over 100,000 participants packed together. Look, that's Yixin. My identity was quickly recognized. Yixin actually came. Didn't he fail to awaken an ability? I heard that goddess Chenner broke up with him. I didn't care about the crowd's gossip. In a corner of the square, a couple was full of shock. It's him. Lu Chenner was full of disbelief. He can't even awaken an ability, yet he dares to take the martial exam. How foolish. How did that kid survive? Lu Chonghong was full of surprise. 2 awakeners couldn't kill him. Fine. I'll finish him off in this exam. Lu Chonghong's aura surged at first rank middle. Lu Chonghong, you're first rank middle now. Lu Chenner's admiring gaze inflated Lu Chonghong's vanity. Kid, this time I'll show you the gap. Yixin, a girl in combat uniform, came to the field. Muzhiner, seeing her, Lu Chenner clenched her fists, her jealousy barely concealed. You are seeing her. I was startled. This girl's face and figure were 1 in a million. Muzhiner looking for me. I felt this girl's gaze was strange, like being targeted by a big bad wolf. You didn't disappoint me. As expected of the man I set my sights on. Muzhiner narrowed her eyes meaningfully. Everyone in the square was stunned. Damn, what did they just hear? The aloof school beauty of Gan Lingling. No. One high school actually said Yixian was the man she had her eyes on. I was also stunned. Is this woman crazy? Does she know what kind of impact those words would have? You are the only man I want to conquer. Hearing this, I almost stumbled. This woman is definitely a pervert. Lu Qin was furious. What right does that waste have? Yixin sensed a fragrant breeze approaching. Muzhiner was less than 3 in from me. From a distance, it looked like they were kissing. Muzhiner, you crazy woman. But before I could think further, Muzhiner narrowed her cunning eyes. Yesterday at the back mountain of Ganling No High School. You awakened thunder ability, right? Boom. My heart tightened. How did this crazy woman know? I don't know what you're talking about. I looked at the beauty before me. Damn. Letting this crazy woman get the upper hand wasn't my style. So, I wrapped my arm around her slender waist, pulling her close with a wicked smile. Although I'm handsome, Sensum, you don't have to be this obsessed. Yum. I kissed Muziner's lips hard. This scene stunned everyone. Damn, Yishian actually kissed Goddess Censor. Damn it. Chenner was disgusted. What right does that waste have? Crack. Lu Chahong's face was dark with anger. That kid is asking for death. He never imagined that the girl he dreamed of would be kissed by that guy. How could he not be furious? Huh? How about the first kiss of the man you want to conquer? I released Muziner's waist and said doineeringly. Muziner narrowed her eyes, her sword covered in flames. The entire square's temperature soared by dozens of degrees. Musa struck instantly. With a single sword strike, her first rank peak aura fully unleashed. This crazy woman. I raised my dagger to block. The terrifying flame powers surged into my body, and the overwhelming force pushed me back 5 or 6 m. I feed a pale face and exhaustion, stumbling to one knee. What the hell? Yishin actually managed to block a strike from Goddess. Everyone was full of shock. Hey, what's the big deal? It must be because of the combat suit and weapon. Didn't you see his pale face? Everyone was relieved. But thinking about Yishin kissing the goddess, they were filled with jealousy. Yishin, you're quite something. Muziner sheathed her sword with a triumphant smile and glanced not far away. Lu Chonghong, you're not as good as him. With that, Muziner left gracefully. But before leaving, she gave me a meaningful look. Others didn't notice, but she did. My SS-rank flame power had entered that guy's body and was completely neutralized by a mysterious force. And that fleeting aura was first-ranked late, Muziner murmured. That guy is most likely the Thunder Awakener, close to SS-rank Thunder ability. That's even more powerful than my SS-rank Flame ability. I knew that guy wasn't simple. The man I set my sights on. How could he be a waste? Miss, isn't it inappropriate to let a brat get that close to you? Sixth-rank strong person bowed and reminded. Shut up. Are you teaching me how to act? A searing or a spread? The sixth-rank strong person knelt. I wouldn't dare. It's just that the family head. You can go ahead and tell my father. The sixth-rank strong person was about to cry. Don't think I don't know why you're by my side. Besides protecting me, your most important purpose is to spy on me, right? Cough, miss. It's the family head's order. You know I can't disobey. You should know what would happen if my big brother found out you disrespected me. Miss, I was wrong. I didn't see anything that happened earlier. Yishin Lu Chan Hong glared at me with fury. I'll make you die. Clearly provoking me was Mu Musiner's small revenge. After all, that was also her first kiss. But strangely, she didn't feel any disgust at all. I announced the 2047 Ganling Base Martial Exam begins. As Ganling know, one high school principal Cho Chini's voice fell. The gate of Cold Cloud Town opened, and the smell of blood rushed out. Over 100,000 candidates surged in like fish leaping over the Dragon Gate. A single battle could make them famous. A good rank meant a bright future. Charge. Over 100,000 candidates rushed in. A spectacular sight. Yishin, do you want to team up? Class monitor Lu Jianquei invited me. He had seen my strength earlier. No need. I politely declined. I planned to go solo for this exam. After all, acting alone I could fight without restraint. Class monitor, go ahead. Yeah, why bother with this waste? A classmate glanced at me and the group left with the class monitor. Lu Chonghong sneered. This was clearly his doing. Soon, over 100,000 candidates entered Cold Cloud Town. It was once prosperous, but now occupied by bloodthirsty rats and windwolves. All first-rank and unranked beasts. I opened the high-tech bracelet, which displayed the exam rules. Killing an unranked beast, 3 points. First-rank early beast, 5 points. First-rank middle, 9 points. First-rank late, 15 points. I opened the scoreboard. First, Muziner 210 points. Second, P. Donglai 158 points. Third, Zhao Chao Tianwan 156 points. 56th, Lu Chonghong 108 points. I was stunned. It's only just started and they're already this high. Within the top 100, at least 50 points. Especially Muziner leading with 210 points. This competition is fierce. A piercing sound interrupted me. A few unranked bloodthirsty rats emerged. Their crimson eyes weren't cute. The nearest one bit at me. A blade flashed with thunder past, and the bloodthirsty rat's throat was cut. Dead points +3. Ability points went from 0 to 1, so unranked beasts only give 1 point. It's a bit low, but the numbers are large. In that case, let the hunt begin. My figure flashed. I killed 8 more bloodthirsty rats. Points 27. Ability points 9. Time to move on. I checked the bracelet and spotted a red dot a few kilometers away. This red brightness was a first-rank middle wind wolf. Target locked with purple cloud divine thunder boosting me. I moved like a ghost and quickly covered the distance. Roar! I arrived at the wind wolf pack's lair, and the leader was first-rank middle. With a roar, dozens of unranked wind wolves surrounded me, showing they had developed some intelligence. This was exactly what I wanted. I used Chilin Step, and one step unleashed a 10-fold gravity field. Now I activated Purple Cloud Divine Thunder, and thunder covered a dozen meters. Thud thud. When the thunder dissipated, dozens of wind wolves lay as charred corpses. Great! My points surged by 84. Adding to the previous total, I had 135 points. Now I was ranked 120th. Meanwhile, in an abandoned factory, Chenner stared at the refreshed scoreboard. Impossible. How could that waste Yusiani be ranked 120th? She had been watching my ranking. Even with Su Chonghong's help, she was only 108th, while Su Chonghong was already 32nd. That guy hasn't even awakened an ability and still got this score. He does have some skill. Let's move. Lu Chonghong made a phone call. That guy's had enough time to mess around. Don't worry, you'll get paid after it's done. Hanging up, he smiled coldly. You're too naive to mess with me, kid. Die. A blade flashed past and 2 windolves fell. The leader was now alone. Roar. The Windwolf leader was furious, and its aura surged with power enough to threaten a first-rank late Chilin Step. One step unleashed a 10-fold gravity field. I quickly cut the leader's throat. Its eyes widened as it fell. A first-rank middle beast was no longer a threat. 5 figures appeared from the shadows. A team from Glingo, one high school led by Jiao Tong, first-rank late. The other 4 were first-rank middle. Boss, the sonic device is set. That kid is dead on a broken high-rise. The 5 watched me through binoculars, waiting for the shell. Zhang pressed the switch and the sonic device activated. Beasts from over 10 kilometers around surged in. This is the red dots on my map rushed in madly. Could someone be targeting me? Ding. Post triggered a mission. Kill 300 unranked beasts. Reward X-ray vision bonus 300 ability points. X-ray vision and 300 points. This temptation was irresistible. I actually have to thank whoever set me up. I grinned and looked at the beast tide that had already arrived. My fighting spirit surging. Then let's have a good fight. Minutes later, a dense swarm of bloodthirsty rats and windwolves stared at me. Unranked, but there were too many. Like a small beast tide. At least 800, maybe 1,000 kill. My eyes were full of excitement. 300 unranked beasts would be easy. My figure flashed, and in an instant over a dozen beasts were slain. 10, 20, 30. Time passed, and after half an hour, boss relax. With so many beasts, even a first-rank late wouldn't escape. Zhao's subordinates sneered. They wouldn't dare to provoke nearly 1,000 beasts. I hope so. Zhao took a deep breath. But don't let your guard down when he's exhausted. Finish him. Understood. The gunner held a D-rank sniper rifle capable of taking down a first-rank late. But as I killed beasts, my ranking had risen to 99th. Meanwhile, elsewhere, a first-rank peak beast fell. A figure appeared radiating first-rank peak. Musner looked at the scoreboard. Interesting. Climbing into the top 100 so quickly. Finally stopped hiding. As expected of the rival I've chosen. Let me see what kind of surprises you bring. Musner found her 3,000 plus points dull. The 6th-rank strong person appeared. Congratulations, miss. You're one step closer to 2nd rank. With his perception, he could tell she was just a step away. After the warning, he had become much more obedient. Miss, if Yin really is a thunder ability user, he might at least break into the top 10. Top 10. Musner glanced at him. You underestimate him. In that earlier strike in the square, he revealed first-rank late strength. What? The 6th-rank strong person. Couldn't believe it. Miss Yishian is first-rank late now. If you add thunder ability, couldn't he rival a first-rank peak? Cold Cloud Town Combat Command Room. Oh. Chief Instructor Wang looked at the scoreboard. That Yishin sounds familiar. Chief Instructor. He's this year's literary exam top scorer. An instructor explained. Chief Instructor Wang looked at Xiao Wuji. Principal Xiao, this is someone from your school. Cough. Yes, Chief Instructor. Xiao Wuji cleared his throat. This kid is the literary exam top scorer, but he hasn't awakened an ability. What? Shochini was full of shock. He hasn't awakened an ability yet. He's in the top 100 of the martial exam. With that ability, he's at least B-rank talent. Xiao Wuji? Are you kidding us? Before Xiao Wuji could answer, someone in the command room shouted, "Look, Yixian's rank has risen to 85th. Hmm. Everyone looked over. Climbing ranks requires over 100 points. Switch to Yixian's combat feed. The feed switched to my battlefield. This is nearly 1,000 unranked beasts. How is this possible? The command room staff were speechless. Only a first-ranked peak could handle this. Xiao Wuji, are you sure this kid hasn't awakened an ability? Qiu Qinshi narrowed his eyes. This kid is a born warrior indeed. The instructor side each strike was perfectly executed. Not just his arms, but his entire body strength. If he had an ability, even ear rank would be remarkable. Crackle thunder surged on my dagger and my first rank late. Aura surged with a slash. Over a dozen beasts fell. Boom. Thunder ability. Choshi was stunned. Xiao Wuji, you told me he didn't awaken this. Sai Xiao Wuji was also confused and bowed to Chief Instructor Wang, saying it was absolutely true. All the students at the awakening ceremony could testify. At that moment, an instructor narrowed his eyes. Chief Instructor, could Yixian be the S-rank Thunder Awakener? Impossible. Another instructor frowned. The Thunder that day was at least S-rank, but the Thunder Energy Yin shows now is only B-rank level. Disappointment spread among the group. The Chief Instructor sighed. There are quite a few Thunder ability users every year. Pay attention to this kid's temperament and courage. His future is immeasurable. Xiao Wuji's heart was delighted. The kid he hadn't expected much from had actually surprised him. Although Thunder ability was B rank, his talent was comparable to a rank. Plus his temperament and control, he was still a genius. System closed the combat feed. Yes, host. The combat feed ended. I had deliberately exposed myself to the command room. After all, showing a bit of talent was beneficial. Now this boring fight was over. I used Chilin Step and unleashed terrifying thunder. I didn't hold back, fully using Purple Cloud Divine Thunder. Instantly, over 100 unranked beasts died. This destructive power was fully displayed. What? This kid was hiding his strength. Move now. Zhang's subordinate pulled the trigger. A bullet shot toward my forehead at high speed. The special bullet was enough to break through a first-rank peak's defense. I curled a smile, my dagger covered in thunder, and I sliced the bullet in half. Found you. I've been waiting for this moment. Now, let me see who you really are. Not good. Zhang saw that I could even cut bullets, and that was a bullet that could break through a first-rank peak's defense. Retreat. He didn't hesitate and tried to flee. I also finished off the remaining beasts. Ding. Host completed the mission of killing 300 beasts. Obtained X-ray vision. Bonus 300 ability points. Oh, a smile curled at my lips. Now I had enough ability points. It was time to raise my realm. I didn't waste words and called the system. System increased my strength. Ding. Congratulations, host. Realm increased to first rank peak. Consume 200 ability points. Ding. Congratulations, host. Chilin Step upgraded to second layer. Consume 200 ability points. Feeling the surging power, I pressed slightly with my right foot, and the ground cracked under the strain. This felt pretty good. The destructive power was comparable to using Chilin Step before. I called up the attribute panel. Name Yishishin, age 18. Realm first rank peak ability, Purple Cloud Divine Thunder SS-rank skills Chilling Step. Level 2 X-ray vision items none. Ability points 475. Looking at the panel, I smiled. Then I looked into the distance and activated X-ray vision. The buildings that had been blocking my view faded at a visible speed. My vision extended far away like a god's perspective. This ability was incredible. 1,000 times better than the high-tech bracelet map. Soon a smile curled at my lips. I saw a team of figures fleeing in disarray. Got you. My figure moved like lightning, riding thunder. At maximum speed, I was like a bolt of lightning racing across the ground. That kid is too strong. Far beyond what we can handle. Before Ho could finish, a bolt of lightning cut off their path. It was me trying to run now. It's too late. My aura surged with terrifying power, and the crackling thunder made Zhao Tong and the others tremble. How is this possible? Zhao Wang's eyes were full of shock. Such thunder is at least rank. Could you be the Thunder Awakener from the back mountain? And your strength is first rank peak at that? His heart was heavy. Such a setup could rival Muziner. Kill him. Zhao Wang's eyes flashed with murder. The 5 attacked me in unison, clearly well coordinated. Their combat power was enough to rival a first rank peak. Chilin Step. Seeing them surround me, I took a step under the T-fold gravity field. Zhang and the others' speed dropped by more than half. Their faces full of gravity, as expected of a first rank late. I took the second step of Chilin Step. Boom. The terrifying pressure increased sharply. The gravity fields surged to 30-fold, and the whole ground shook as if in an earthquake. The four first-rank middle fighters were instantly pressed to the ground, spitting out blood. Chong knelt on one knee, his face pale as paper. Forget attacking. Just resisting the gravity was taking everything they had. What kind of ability is this? Chong couldn't imagine it. A pressure of over 1,000 Jin was unheard of. Hand over all the money you have, I said coldly. Zhang's face turned purple. Yishian, don't go too far. I flicked a lightning arc between my fingers, with enough power to threaten a first-rank peak. Damn it, Zhao Wang's mouth twitched. Well pay. And so through my extortion, Zhao Wang transferred all 5 of their money to me. Ding-dong looking at my phone, I was stunned. 3 million yuan. Wow, these guys were pretty rich. Being Awakeners was already impressive, at least for me. Joe quickly said, yes, you took the money. Now let us go. I ignored him. Before he could finish, I turned into a bolt of lightning and passed through the 5 of them. 5 blood sprays flew. You eyes widened. Couldn't believe it, even in death. That guy had no honor. Fools. I glanced at the 5 corpses. You believed the enemy's words, and you wanted to learn how to kill. Meanwhile, at Lu Chenner's location, Lu Chonghong's face was dark. How is this possible? Zhang and the others have gone silent. This can't be. Lu Chenner was full of shock. That waste Yishian is ranked 20th with 1,647 points. That guy alone. How could he have killed so many beasts? Damn it. Lu Chonghong was furious. The 8 of them had given him 90% of their points. And now he only had 1,238 points, ranked 28th. That meant that guy had already surpassed him. Lu Chenner took a deep breath. Lu Chonghong, from now on, all beast kills will give you the points. Captain, we agree. The other 7 nodded. They were all in the same boat, so naturally they wanted to get even. Thank you all, Lu Chonghong said seriously. After the exam ends, I will compensate you all for your losses. Captain, you're too kind. Everyone was pleased. After all, the Lu family was quite influential, and they were happy to build a connection. Early the next morning, a beast roar, woke me up. I used X-ray vision and saw a second-rank Wind Wolf King in the distance, chasing a stunningly beautiful girl. It was Chenner. The image of our first kiss flashed in my mind, but I quickly pushed it aside. Now was not the time. Flame sword slash, dense flame spread out. The street was covered in fire, and the second-rank Windwolf King was engulfed in flames. Boom. With a single slash, the Windwolf King was sent flying 7 or 8 m and crashed to the ground. Her combat power was monstrous. Enraged by the pain, the wolf's eyes turned blood red. Sensing the violent aura, my expression turned serious. Not good. The Windwolf King has gone berserk with a berserk wolf howl. Its speed surged, and it was upon her in an instant. Not good. Musner hastily blocked, but was still sent flying over 10 m and spat out blood. A berserk second-rank beast. Was this too much after all? She sighed, losing interest in the fight. Just as the hidden 6th-rank strong person was about to act. Crackle. In the nick of time, a figure cut through the air and appeared in front of Musner. It was me. Crazy woman move. Thunder flashed and sent her flying. Then my first-rank peak aura surged. Bathed in thunder, I was like a war god. This guy. Musner felt the thunder that made her heart race. It was undoubtedly the SS-rank ability. She never expected me to save her, and she raised her hand to stop the 6th-rank strong person. Oh my god, it really is him. The 6th-rank strong person clicked his tongue. SS-rank thunder ability with such talent comparable to SSS-rank. That heaven-daying talent was something every major faction would fight over. Boom. With a single strike, the Berserk Wolf King didn't budge, and I was thrown back a few meters. This Berserk Beast's combat power was comparable to 2nd-rank middle. Crazy woman, why did you have to provoke it? I was speechless. I had to go all out. Musner snorted. Yishin, you're not hiding anymore. SS-rank thunder ability and 1st-rank peak's strength. Even I might not be a match for you. Musner narrowed her eyes. For the first time, she felt an unprecedented interest in the young man before her. Indeed, the man I set my sights on is truly extraordinary. Musner, has anyone ever told you you're narcissistic? I rolled my eyes. The hidden 6th-rank strong person almost spat blood. Is that kid looking for death? When had anyone ever dared to speak to Miss like that? If Miss gave the word, he would crush the kid instantly. Really? Musner gave a radiant smile. The 6th-rank strong person looked like he'd seen a ghost. Miss wasn't angry, cough. Am I dreaming? Roar. The little creature across from them was unhappy at being ignored. Its berserk aura surged again. This won't work. I looked at Musiner beside me. You have a way to kill it, right? I do, but right now with it berserk, I can't get close. She frowned at the Wind Wolf King. Get close. I showed a knowing smile. I'll hold it off. You find a chance to finish it. You schwa. I leaped up covered in thunder and flew toward the Wind Wolf King's head. Musiner was stunned by the speed. The second-rank Wind Wolf King looked up at the sky. This move was a direct provocation. Its attention was fully drawn. Is that guy crazy? How can you use a technique in midair and holding off a berserk Wolf King? He'll be lucky to protect himself. Chilin Step. I unleash my full aura and a tenfold gravity field spread out. This is such a strong gravity pressure. Moose's eyes sparkled. That guy has this kind of move too. A perfect opportunity. She flashed toward the wolf's abdomen. The weakest point. Roar, seeing danger to its abdomen. The Wolf King quickly swiped a claw. That's exactly what I was waiting for. I snorted and took another step with Chilin Step. A 30-fold gravity pressure descended. Musiner, keep attacking. Leave the rest to me. I appeared beside her like lightning, and dense thunder surged into my dagger, meeting the wolf's claw. Boom! The clash sent blood trickling from the corner of my mouth and my face pad slightly, but I successfully blocked the strike. Beast, you're asking for death, seeing me injured. Moose was flustered, and a cold gleam flashed in her eyes. Flame's extreme killing strike. A flame sword appeared and struck the wolf's abdomen at high speed. The terrifying flames burned its internal organs. Thud, the mountain-sized Wolf King collapsed in a charred corpse. This is the 6th-rank strong person. Couldn't believe it. That kid and Miss working together had actually killed a berserk 2nd-rank Wolf King. He was even a little shocked. He thought Miss would need at least 2nd rank to do that. And Miss trusted him so much that she attacked the abdomen and put herself in danger. He had never seen Miss like this. Could Miss have fallen for that kid? His face changed dramatically. Then he pushed the thought away. Impossible. If they got together, the young master would never allow it. The gap between the Move family in the capital and an ordinary person from Jiangnan was too great. That move was impressive. I looked at the stunning girl before me. That strike just now could have seriously wounded a 2nd rank early. That move probably took a lot of spiritual energy. My gaze fell on her playfully. You trust me that much? You don't have much strength left now. Aren't you afraid I might take advantage of you? Would you? Musiner glanced at me with a hidden 6th-rank strong person. Who would be the one at a disadvantage? Cough. Just kidding. I cleared my throat. This crazy woman is too calm. Recover your spiritual energy. I'll guard you. Then I walked a short distance away, alert to the surroundings. Musiner's expression was complex. Why did she feel a sense of security beside him? She murmured, frowning. The thought made her uneasy, unaware that their fates were now intertwined. Not long after, a powerful aura emerged not far behind me. I looked over. This is breaking through to 2nd rank. I was quite surprised. Although that crazy woman was narcissistic, her talent was undeniable. Miss broke through to 8th rank so quickly. The hidden 6th rank strong person was also surprised. It must have something to do with that kid. Between life and death is always the fastest way to get stronger. What an unexpected surprise. Musiner breathed a sigh of relief. Congratulations on breaking through to 2nd rank. I looked at the stunning girl and smiled slightly. Thank you. Musiner had a faint smile. Thanks to the fight with the Berserk Wolf King. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had this opportunity. She took out a card. There's $1,000,000 here. I never owe favors. $1,000,000 in one go. I didn't expect you to be a little rich girl, I teased. Menner rolled her eyes. This guy gets a bargain and still has a sharp tongue. By the way, Musiner narrowed her eyes and smiled at me. Yashian, how about a bet? A bet? I frowned. What was this crazy woman plotting? Yes, bet on who gets first place in the exam. The winner can make the loser do 3 things. Of course, it won't cross any lines. She said this with my talent in mind, which was no less than hers. It would be a waste not to use it. First place in the exam. I thought for a moment, then looked at her suspiciously. Are you so sure you can beat me? Of course. Musiner looked at me proudly. So, do you dare? Fine. I nodded. Only a fool would refuse such a good deal. At worst, I'd carry a little rich girl home. You. Musiner gritted her teeth. Well, see who wins first. After a few words, she watched me turn into thunder and disappear into the distance. Damn it. Musiner narrowed her eyes in frustration. That bastard actually wanted to carry her home. Musiner, what are you thinking? Schwa, the sixth-ranked and strong person, appeared on the scene. Mrs. Wise, seeing Miss make a bet with me. He's suddenly flattered. If that kid loses, he can be brought into the Mu family, and misses twice his points. Musa nodded. To be safe, I'll go all out to increase my points. Where are the nearest and most numerous beasts? The sixth-ranked strong person sensed and looked somewhere. To the southwest, there are no less than 10 first-ranked beasts and hundreds of unranked ones. Good. Musner smiled. Yixian with a half-point gap in my sixth-ranked strong person's perception. I've got this exam in the bag. Thinking this, she grinned. Then I'll make you serve me day and night. On the other side, I used X-ray vision to check the beast distribution. First place in the exam is easy. Musner was plotting against me, and I was plotting against her too. That girl's identity is mysterious. Having her do 3 things for free would be great. Got it. X-ray vision showed a bloodthirsty rat nest over 10 kilometers away with at least 10,000 rats and many first-rank and even second-rank beasts. This was the perfect place to farm points. Let's see how Musner can win. Crackle. I flashed and appeared over 10 m away, moving extremely fast. Even a third-rank martial artist couldn't catch up. There were 20 hours left in the exam. A quarter of an hour later, somewhere in the bloodthirsty rat nest. That's Yixian. Lu Chenner was full of disbelief. Lu Chonghong took the binoculars and saw my figure. Yixian, you walked right into my trap. He smiled coldly, malice rising in his heart. Since you dared to come to the rat nest. Stay here. He took out a sonic device. This is a D-rank sonic device. Captain, isn't that a waste to use on him? A team member took a deep breath. A D-rank sonic device costs at least 500,000 yuan, and it can attract second-ranked beasts no matter. He smiled coldly. This guy's ranking is enough to warrant its use. Retreat. After setting everything up, he smiled contemptuously. A kid who can't even awaken an ability, no matter how strong he is, but he didn't know. Their conversation was completely visible to me. Lu Chonghong, you're like a persistent ghost. I withdrew my X-ray vision and continued forward. Zhao's matter was most likely his doing. I'd settled the score with him after the exam, but first I needed to win first place. Soon I was near the sonic device and smiled, ready for a big fight. Squeak, roar. After Lu Chonghong pressed the switch, he quickly left with Lu Chenner. This place would soon be overrun with beasts. Here they come. X-ray vision showed thousands of beasts converging from all directions. Let's see just how impressive this rat nest really is. Crackle. With a flash, I appeared over 10 m away, and over 20 beasts fell behind me. After the fight with the Wolf King, my strength had improved, and my control over power was more natural. From a distance, I was instantly swallowed by the beast tide. Lu Chenner's face turned pale with so many beasts. Even a second rank would fall. Second rank. Lu Chonghong sneered. Even a third rank wouldn't escape without paying a price. That kid is definitely dead. The group left, afraid of being caught in the crossfire, unaware that they were walking further down the path of self-destruction. Chilin Step. I took 2 steps in a 30-fold gravity field, covered over 10 m. Bang, bang, bang. Weaker beasts were crushed into meat paste on the spot. If outsiders knew, they would be shocked. This was truly a god-tier skill for group battles. By the way, I realized something. What if I infused thunder into Chilin Step? What would the effect be? Dense thunder poured into my feet. Within the 30-fold gravity field, countless arcs of lightning appeared, enough to seriously wound first-rank beasts. Crackle. An area over 10 m in radius turned into a vacuum zone. At least 100 beasts died on the spot. Wow, I was stunned. Chilin Step combined with thunder ability was enough to instantly kill first, rank middle, and even heavily wound first rank late. Again my figure moved, my dagger swinging. Each strike killing over a dozen beasts. Thousands of beasts were slaughtered. Ding. Host triggered a mission. Kill 10 first-rank peak beasts. Reward Overlord Fist. Bonus 500 ability points. A system mission. I narrowed my eyes. The surrounding endless sea of beasts was perfect for farming points while completing the mission. Then let's fight with everything I've got. Huh? My aura surged even stronger. Clearly, just like Musner, I had become a second-rank martial artist. Ding. Congratulations, host. Realm upgrade to second rank early. Consumed 400 ability points. I felt the unprecedented power. Several times stronger than before. Come fight. Thunder surged around me, and I swung my dagger, where the dense thunder arcs passed. Dozens of beasts were slain. The power was incomparable to before. The feeling of getting stronger was truly addictive. Going all out. My ranking soared 18th, 15th, 13th. 10 hours before the exam ended. My ranking reached 9th, shocking everyone. Ganling Base Combat Command Room. 9th place. Shokini was full of disbelief. That Yishin actually broke into the top 10. It's incredible. Cough. Xiao Wuji cleared his throat. What exactly did that little guy experience? Why did his points rise so fast? Call up the combat feed. Chief Instructor Wang thought for a moment and ordered someone to pull up my feed again. Huh? An instructor frowned. Chief Instructor. The drone is malfunctioning, unable to retrieve the combat feed. Oh. Chief Instructor Wang was taken aback. This situation actually occurred. What a pity. But this little guy's excellence is beyond imagination. Everyone was shocked. There weren't many people who could receive such praise from Chief Instructor Wang. What did you say? Another instructor was shocked. Under Cold Cloud Town's bloodthirsty rat nest, there is a 4th-rank bloodthirsty rat king. Not good. That instructor's face changed dramatically. Chief Instructor that Yishian is nearby and is less than 5 kilometers from the 4th-rank bloodthirsty rat king. Boom. Everyone was shaken. A 4th-rank bloodthirsty rat king near the rat nest. Even a 5th-rank strong person would struggle to escape. No wonder that kid's ranking rose so fast. He's a madman. Clearly with the high-tech bracelet map, how could I not know about the rat nest's existence? That meant I did it on purpose. Immediately dispatched fighter jets to rescue Yishian. After a moment of thought, Chief Instructor Wang ordered his trusted aide. Yes, Chief Instructor. Instructor Luo Tong responded seriously and immediately prepared to rescue me. Xiao Wuji frowned deeply. This place was far from the rat nest. Even at top speed, it would take 10 hours, by which time the exam would probably be over. Everyone's expressions were extremely solemn. Once the 4th-rank Rat King attacked for the over 100,000 candidates, it would undoubtedly be a disaster. I hope he can hold out until then. Chief Instructor Wang sighed, clearly showing his appreciation for talent. Being able to face countless beasts inside the rat nest's inner perimeter and still raise his points like this already showed he was more outstanding than they thought. Xiao Wuji, your Jin No High Schools has produced an incredible genius. Shochihi clicked his tongue. At this level, talent is one thing, but mindset is also extremely important. Old Xiao, don't tease me. Xiao Wuji was extremely worried. If that little guy died there, I'd be heartbroken for at least half a year. Everyone fell silent. Look, Yishian's ranking has risen again directly to 6th place. At those words, everyone looked at the scoreboard. First, Musiner, 4,896 points. Second, Xiao Tianwan, 3,328 points. Third, Lu Chonghong, 3,117 points. Sixth, Yishian, 2,910 points. Seeing my score and ranking, Xiao Wuji grew even more worried. Little guy, please don't get into trouble. Now at Ganling, No 2 High School, I have the highest score and had broken into the top 10 for the first time. Meanwhile, at Musiner's location, Thud. The last beast was slain by her. She called up the scoreboard. 6th place. That guy is impressive enough. But she said arrogantly, there are still 8 hours. I don't believe you can close the gap or even surpass me. Pressure. At this moment, even the strong Musiner felt a hint of pressure. She was about to close the rankings. When the rankings refreshed, what? That guy is 4th with 318 points s. Panic appeared in her eyes. She didn't dare to waste a second. Where's the next location? I must hurry and increase my points. It was only now that the exam truly began, not far from the bloodthirsty rat nest. I used Chilin Step infused with thunder, and the power was incomparably greater than before. Over 100 beasts died on the spot. Among them, more than 10 were 1st rank. I seized the moment to kill 1st rank peak beasts. Over time, I killed 100 1st rank peak beasts. Ding! Host completed the mission of killing 1st rank peak beasts. Reward, Overlord Fist, bonus 500 ability points. Call up the technique. Overlord Fist was an extremely fierce and powerful fist technique. A single punch carried the momentum of an overlord, enough to shatter mountains and rivers and shake the soul. This style was completely different from Chilin Step system. Upgrade Overlord Fist. Ding. Congratulations, host. Cultivated Overlord Fist to the 1st layer. Consumed 100 ability points. Ding. Congratulations, host. Cultivated Overlord Fist to the 2nd layer. Consumed 200 ability points. 2 consecutive prompts. I had cultivated the first 2 layers, and clenching my fist, I could feel the terrifying energy. At that moment, beneath the rat nest, the 4th rank bloodthirsty rat king let out a piercing cry. so shrill. Even I found it grating. The surrounding beasts surged madly, having killed so many of its first-rank peak subordinates. I had enraged the fourth-rank Rat King. There was still a gap of 2,000 points. That girl is quite capable. I narrowed my eyes at the beast-tied army. I'll fight it out. Kill Overlord Fist. Thunder surged into my fist as I struck the beasts. Break, as my voice fell, I cut a bloody path through the encirclement. Using Chilin Step, I turned into a bolt of lightning and fled. This move killed no fewer than hundreds of beasts, closing the points gap significantly. But this only enraged the fourth-rank Rat King further. It ordered the nest to launch a massive encirclement, and many second-rank beasts joined the attack. I had triggered a beast tide in Cold Cloud Town. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. As the exam neared its end, the beast tide grew fiercer. Musner's points also surged. With me closing the gap, her pressure increased. Damn it! Watching the points draw closer. While time ran out at this rate, I might lose. I'll go all in. I turned into a streak of light and changed direction. Charging toward the nest. Chilin Step, I pushed the technique to its limit. A 30-fold gravity field mixed with thunder came crashing down. The beasts behind me didn't react. I smirked and struck with Overlord Fist. With a single punch, both techniques were pushed to their limits. If I hadn't broken through to second rank, I'd have been drained. The combined power of the two techniques skyrocketed. Thunder spread over nearly 100 meters, and countless beasts turned into blood mist. Several second-rank beasts also died. Retreat. After the strike, I turned into a bolt of lightning and fled. The hit-and-run tactic disrupted the nest's rhythm. A house-sized figure appeared from behind the beast tide. It was the fourth-rank bloodthirsty Rat King, with crimson eyes and vicious fangs. The fourth-rank Rat King appeared, its blood-red eyes fixed on me, and an endless tide of beasts surged in. Meanwhile, in the command room, is that kid really only B-rank Thunder ability? Chief Instructor Wong narrowed his eyes. 8,576 points. Truly surprising. Over a 0 points ahead of Musiner. How is that possible? Chio Chiani was stunned. Just like in the literary exam, Yixian had crushed her again. But how could that brat? Xiao Wuji felt like he was dreaming. Ginning No 2 High School had actually won first place in the martial exam. An unprecedented feat. This kid's future is limitless. The meeting room was filled with amazement. He's simply an unbelievable monster. Chief Instructor Wong sent a message to his trusted aide, Luo Tong. Make sure to recruit Yixian into the Ganling base. A genius like him will surely be able to stand on his own in the future. Somewhere in Cold Cloud Town. What? Musiner killed the last beast, and seeing the scoreboard, her eyes shook. How is that possible? How did that guy do it? Not only did he close the hundreds of points gap, but he had also surpassed her by over 1,000 points. The sixth-ranked strong person appeared on the scene and was equally shocked by the scoreboard. That kid actually won. This is incredible. In that case, Miss would have to agree to 3 conditions. At this thought, a sharp glint flashed in his eyes. Miss, no one else knows about your bet. Why don't I just kill him? Shut up, Moose glared. Don't let me hear that again. Or you know the consequences. The sixth-rank strong person broke out in cold sweat. I understand my fault. He never expected Miss to protect that kid so fiercely. In all these years at Ganling Base, she had few friends. Musner looked into the distance. This Yishin is one of them. Understand? The sixth-rank strong person didn't dare to delay. I will remember. He had never seen Miss have a friend before, whether in the capital or Ganling. What charm did that kid have to make Miss act this way? Meanwhile, Chenner was equally shocked by the scoreboard. Yixian is first place in the martial exam. She looked like she'd seen a ghost. Impossible. How could that guy survive being surrounded by the nest? Rose in her heart. She knew Yian's character well. If he found out it was them who set him up, she dared not imagine the consequences. We need to leave immediately. Lu Chonghong wasn't a fool either. Yixian getting first place meant his strength was far beyond their imagination. The only option was to leave Cold Cloud Town as soon as possible. But they didn't know. I was already heading toward them a quarter of an hour later. Get lost, beast. Lu Chong killed the beast and rushed toward the exit with Lu Chenner at full speed. A flash of lightning and a familiar figure appeared not far away. A teasing voice reached their ears. Where are you going? I looked at Lu Chonghong and the others. How about I give you a ride? What do you want? Lu Chonghong gripped his sword tightly, watching me wearily. This guy was the top scorer in the martial exam and far beyond his ability to handle. Huh? What do I want? I smirked and took out a device. It was a D-rank sonic device. Does this look familiar? The next moment, I pressed the switch. Yixin, you madman. Lu Chonghong's face changed drastically. He knew very well how effective this thing was. Retreat. Ignoring me, he tried to lead his people away, but before they could move, a terrifying gravity field appeared above their heads. The ground cracked under the string. Lu Chonghong and the others' faces changed drastically. This is such a terrifying gravity. Yixin, it's you. Lucha's mouth bled and regret filled her heart. If given another chance, she wouldn't have broken up and wouldn't have tried to harm me. What? Lu Chonghong's face changed drastically. Was this ability gravity manipulation? Damn it. Spare me. Lu Chin or knelt on the ground, terrified by the beast tied behind her. I still love you. Really? A smile curled at my lips. Remember that one time a client didn't show up for the small ad? That was actually me. Besides, you shouldn't have plotted against me with Lu Chonghong. As I spoke, thunder covered my fist and I struck. With a single overlord fist, Lu Chonghong and his group were sent flying. Just then, the beast tide arrived. Enjoy my gift. With a flash, I turned into a bolt of lightning and fled. Already severely wounded, Lu Chonghong and the others were crushed by the beast tide. It was the perfect way to dispose of the bodies. Screams of agony echoed from the tide, the last sounds of Lu Chonghong and his group. Not long after I fled, a Ganling-based fighter jet appeared overhead. The cabin door opened, and a figure appeared not far away with the light aura of a 5th-rank martial artist. It was Instructor Luo Tong. This man was strong. Seeing the fighter jet, I knew his identity and let my guard down slightly. Yixin, right? Luo Tong looked at me with satisfaction, remaining calm in the face of a beast tide. Showed his extraordinary nature. Greetings, sir. Although I didn't know who this person was, he was clearly important. I bowed respectfully. Luo Tong nodded and smiled, looking calmly at the beast tide. Leave the rest to me. With a flick of his right hand, a crimson long blade appeared, and his aura surged. Terrifying flames poured into the blade. Flame slash. A brilliant blade light cut through the void, shooting toward the 4th-rank bloodthirsty Rat King. The beast tide along the path was carved open, and the strike tore into the Rat King's body. Its eyes widened, and its house-sized body turned into blood mist. A 5th-rank strong person was this terrifying. I was stunned by the sight. The beast tide that had made me struggle was effortlessly slain by this man. The beast tide rapidly retreated with the Rat King dead. In an instant, no beasts remained. Luo Tong breathed a sigh of relief. Good thing I arrived in time. Are you all right, little guy? As he spoke, the two entered the fighter jet. Luo Tong asked, "Let me introduce myself." After some small talk, Luo Tong got to the point. My name is Luo Tong, an instructor at Ganling Base in charge of admissions. Before that, I want to confirm something. Please answer truthfully. It will affect your treatment. Was the Thunder Awakener at Ganling? No. 2 high schools back mountain. You rest assured today's conversation is classified and will not be known outside. A series of actions put my mind at ease. If I said no, would you be disappointed, sir? As I spoke, I extended my right hand, and dense thunder filled the entire space. The furious thunder even pressured Luo Tong. Keep in mind, Luo Tong was an S-rank fire attribute user, so this was truly impressive. Wow, the sudden scene stunned Luo Tong. Such power was undoubtedly SS rank. So it was you. Taking a deep breath, Luo Tong's gaze toward me changed. You've hidden yourself well. Huh? Thank you for the compliment, sir. I smiled slightly. I understand the saying, the tallest tree catches the most wind. Luo Tong smiled rightly. Even if you hide, you still stand out. To be honest, Luo Tong was in an especially good mood. Chief Instructor Wang thinks very highly of you. Even when it was only B-rank thunder ability. The Chief Instructor of Ganling Base. I was stunned. I didn't expect such a big shot to notice me. Yes, Luo Tong said with emotion. The Chief Instructor is a 6th-rank peak strong person. The strongest in Gene Base besides the Inspector. 6th-rank peak. I was shocked by that realm. What a terrifying existence. Also, Luo Tong brought me back to reality with a smile. Give me your account number. I'll send you the reward first. Reward. I was momentarily stunned. Naturally, Luo Tong wasn't surprised. You didn't think first place in the martial exam was just a title, did you? First place gets 80 million yuan. What? I was shocked. 80 million? What did that mean? Even after extorting Zhao Tong, I only had a little over 4 million, which was nothing compared to 80 million. Little guy. Surprised already seeing my reaction, Luo Tong continued. Also, due to your outstanding performance, Ganling Bass is giving you a martial technique paid. for by gambling bass priced within 100 million yuan. My heart shook. Gambling base was showing goodwill, but this temptation was too sweet. I thought for a moment and smiled slightly. Sir, with your experience, why not help me choose one? Tong was stunned. You're a clever one. Then he didn't refuse, and directly brought up a high-tech bracelet. Opening the Alliance Mall here. Soon he brought up a technique. This is the Nine Heavens Thunder Art, obtained by a 9th-rank strong person from a thunder ruin. He nearly died acquiring it. This 9th-rank strong person nearly died. That really shocked me. Just that alone showed the technique was extraordinary. This technique must be purchased with the user's account. The purchase conditions are quite strict. But, as the top scorer, you get a 20% discount, which brings the price to exactly 100 million. Gulp. I couldn't help but swallow. Good thing I let Instructor Luo help me choose. Otherwise, I would have missed such a great technique. Paired with Purple Cloud Divine Thunder, the effect would be doubled. Thank you, Instructor Luo. Luo Tong waved his hand. Don't thank me yet. This 100 million can only buy the first layer of the Nine Heavens Thunder Art. He brought up the full purchase price, and I nearly fainted. What? The second layer is 300 million. The third 500 million. The fourth layer 1 billion. The Nine Heavens Thunder Art has 6 layers total. The fifth layer is a full 2 billion. And the highest sixth layer is a staggering 5 billion. Absolutely insane. Shocked, right? Luo Tong smiled at me. To fully cultivate the Nine Heavens Thunder Art would cost nearly 9 billion yuan. And that's after the discount. The full price would be over 10 billion. At that price, even a 7th-ranked martial artist would go bankrupt. After explaining the pros and cons, he didn't rush the decision. The exam just ended, so you can take your time to think it over. Luo Tong was quite satisfied with me, perhaps because I revealed my SS-rank thunder ability. Our relationship had improved considerably. At least there was a basic level of trust. Thank you, Instructor Luo. I bowed slightly. No need to think. I'll take the Nine Heavens Thunder Art. If I'm going to train, I'll train the strongest. Good. Luo Ting narrowed his eyes, even more satisfied. In the future, you'll be glad you made this decision today. Of course, these aren't the most important things. He paused, his expression turning serious. Now this is the most important part. I'm inviting you on behalf of Gambling Base to join. Are you willing to become an ordinary member? Boom. I was completely stunned. An instructor from Gambling Base personally inviting me. This treatment left me at a loss for a moment. Yishian, if you join Gambling Base, the base will provide you with a villa in Du and an annual salary of 50 million yuan. In addition, Chief Instructor Wang will apply for you to become an elite level member. The minimum requirement for base elite level is 3rd rank martial artist strength. And finally, if you get into Gambling University in the future with your talent, even without revealing your thunder ability, you'll be fought over by various factions, including even the capital. If you join Gambling Base, you can avoid the hassle of those factions, so you can focus on martial arts. Luo Tong explained patiently, analyzing the pros and cons of my current situation. All right, I naturally understood he was doing this for my good, though there was also a personal motive for recruiting me, but that wasn't important to me. I'll join Gambling Base. After all, Gambling Base is the true guardian. I understood the principle of standing under a big tree for shade. Very good seeing my decisiveness. Luo Tong immediately took out a bronze badge engraved with the words Gambling Base, which was the symbol of a base member. Ding. My account received 130 million yuan. This was the reward for first place in the martial exam, and the money for becoming a Gambling Base member. To buy the first layer of the Nine Heavens Thunder Art, just log in and purchase it. Gambling Base will pay on your behalf. After saying this, Luo Tong finally breathed a sigh of relief. Little guy, from now on, we're on the same team. Our relationship had quietly grown a little closer, the command room. What? Chief Instructor Wang narrowed his eyes. Haha, good. A hearty laugh rang out. Xiao Wuji and the others all looked over, wondering what had made him so happy. My apologies, everyone. Chief Instructor Wang showed an apologetic smile. Then, like an old fox, he said slightly. Instructor Luo sent word. Yishin has joined Gambling Base. Boom. Everyone in the room was stunned. The top scorer in the martial exam had joined Gambling Base. The base had moved so fast, but they didn't know Chief Instructor Wang had done this intentionally to claim sovereignty and discourage other factions. That little guy joined Gambling Base. Xiao Wuji thought for a moment and nodded. That's good. After all, given his background, joining the base might be the best choice. Having seen many sea storms, he naturally knew that while the Offers from various factions were tempting. They were also full of scheming and danger. The base was more fair. Yixian, you are the most outstanding student at Ganling. No 2 high school. Don't disappoint me, old man. Xiao Wuji gazed toward cold Cloud Town with anticipation in his eyes. The little guy's future was something to look forward to. Congratulations, Chief Instructor Wang. The base has gained another prodigy. Showed Xian Shi, and the others bowed in congratulations. Chief Instructor Wang's smile grew even wider. What pleased him most was that Yanni was the SS-rank Thunder ability user, whose future achievements even he couldn't match. That kid had also decided to train in the Nine Heavens Thunder art, which would only make his future even brighter. But he didn't know that this was only the beginning of Yi Xin's legend. Half a day later at Cold Cloud Town Square, a fighter jet landed on the ground. The cabin door opened and Luotong personally escorted me out. Yixin, I have other matters. I'll be going now. Instructor Luo, take care. I smiled and saw Luotong off. And just like that, I appeared in front of over 100,000 candidates. Look, he's that Yixin, top scorer in the martial exam with over 8,000 points. He's Yixin, so handsome. Instantly, I became the center of attention. I didn't care about it. It would be strange if I wasn't the center of attention. But just then, a graceful figure descended from a nearby fighter jet and quickly noticed me. Yixian, what a coincidence. Musiner appeared, her stunning face drawing attention. Are you hurt? Seeing the girl before me, I asked with concern, and my address was no longer as distant as before. TCH Musiner glanced at me. Who do you think I am? Do you think those beasts could hurt me? By the way, she looked at me meaningfully. I heard Lu Chonghong's entire squad died. That wasn't you, was it? Cough. How could that be? My heart tightened. This woman was too dangerous. Really? She waved her hand dismissively. But just a reminder, Lu Chonghong had a grudge against you, and his second uncle is a third-rank martial artist. Watch yourself. Thanks. I made a mental note. A third-ranked martial artist wasn't weak after all. No need. Musiner thought of something, then showed a sly smile and deliberately raised her voice. Don't worry, a bet's a bet. You can ask me to do 3 things anytime. As her voice fell, I clearly noticed the shocked stares from around us. This girl was causing me trouble again. I smiled wryly, clearly not enthusiastic about this gift. Damn, the candidates in the square were agitated. That Yixian actually made Goddess Musiner owe him 3 things. Oh my god. Just thinking about it was exciting. Meanwhile, at Mingawei Community, a group of people in expensive armor came to the neighborhood and happened to see a couple. The 2 leaders, both third-rank martial artists, nodded at each other. Excuse me, are you the parents of the martial artist Yixian? At these words, everyone nearby looked over. Why are so many martial artists coming to see old Ye and his wife? Yes, we are. Yep, Pink's heart tightened. Don't be nervous. The leading third-rank martial artist smiled. Martial artist Yixian won first place in the martial exam and has joined Ganling Base as our colleague. We're here on Instructor Luotong's orders to help you move to the wealthy area, Dun Villa. Wow, the surrounding residents exploded. What? Yoongi got first place in the martial exam and became a martial artisan at Ganling Base. Oh my god, the neighbors' looks toward Ya's parents changed completely. Old Ya's family has made it big, moving straight to the wealthy area. This Ya's parents were a little stunned. Although they knew their son had awakened SS-rank Thunder ability, they never expected life to change so fast. First place in the martial exam. That kid must have worked hard. Good. Y's father took a deep breath, and under everyone's gaze walked toward their home. This was the proudest moment of their lives. Soon I arrived at Du Villa. Martial artist Yixian, this is the residence. Instructor Luo chose for you for the future. A Villa staff member explained patiently. Those qualified to live here. Besides, geniuses like you are at least 5th-rank martial artists and above. And security here is completely worry-free, with 6th-rank base martial artists protecting you in secret and S-rank weapons guarding the area. After explaining, the staff member left. Looking at the huge villa, I was filled with emotion. I never expected to live so soon. In a villa only 5th-rank strong people were qualified to have. Truly, strength and talent are everything. With X-ray vision, the villa's facilities were clear at a glance. Thinking of my newfound wealth, I went to the study and logged into my account. As my voice fell, a virtual light appeared beside me. It was a lowly-shaped AI. Master, please wait. Scanning. With the scan, I successfully logged in and called up the first form of the Nine Heavens Thunder Art. Yes, Master. The lowly responded with a pleasant voice. It was a pleasure to listen to. The Nine Heavens Thunder art with discount costs 100 million yuan paid by Ganling Base. Do you wish to purchase it? Just as Luo Tong said, Ganling Bass had already arranged everything. Purchase. I didn't hesitate and bought it directly. The price was high, but it was worth it. Also help me recommend some equipment. Yes, master. The Li quickly brought up matching equipment based on your current strength and ability. Xiao Shi recommends the following equipment. A rank battle armor 5 million yuan. S-rank Thunderlight sword 30 million yuan. Additionally, detecting that you highly value family, I recommend purchasing A+ rank genetic serum, 2 doses 12 million yuan. Purchase. I thought for a moment and decided purchase successful. After discount total 47 million yuan. Seeing my funds shrink, I clicked my tongue. Money sure goes fast. By the way, an image of Luo Tong's fighter jet came to mind. I want to buy a fighter jet. Received. The lowly brought up the fighter jet interface. Based on your financial ability, you can purchase these models. Xiao recommends purchasing an S-rank fighter jet. Discounted price 45 million yuan. So expensive. I was shocked by the price. But learning that the jet came with cannons powerful enough to heavily wound 4th-rank martial artists, I felt better. Bought. I gritted my teeth and bought the S-rank fighter jet. Having a jet would save a lot of trouble in the future. Exiting the Alliance Mall, I received the encrypted first form of the Nine Heavens Thunder art and its technique formulas. This was to prevent the Nine Heavens Thunder art from being stolen. The Alliance Mall had put a lot of thought into this. Ding. Detected that the host has the first form of the Nine Heavens Thunder art. Would you like to train in it? Hearing the voice in my mind, I was startled. Could ability points upgrade even this train? After weighing the options, I made a decision. After all, using ability points would save a lot of time. Ding. Congratulations, host. You have successfully trained in the first form of the Nine Heavens Thunder art. Consumed 100 ability points. According to reviews, it would normally take at least a month. I did it in less than half a minute. If outsiders knew, it would cause a sensation. Call up the attribute panel. Name Yishin, age 18, realm 2nd rank, early ability, Purple Cloud Divine. Thunder SS-rank skills, Chilin Step level 2, X-ray Vision Overlord Fist level 2. Nine Heavens first form art, first items, bronze badge, done villa contract. Ability points 7,562 over 7,000. Ability points was enough to increase my strength significantly. System. Increase my strength. Ding. Congratulations. Host realm upgraded to 2nd rank, consumed 800. Ding. Congratulations, host. Realm upgraded to 2nd rank, late. Consumed 1,000. Ding. Congratulations, host. Chilin Step upgraded to the 3rd layer. Consumed 400. Ability points plummeted to just over 4,000. My mouth twitched. System. Are you crazy with these ability point costs? I didn't dare to continue stacking. At this rate, it would be drained in no time. Click. The doorbell rang. X-ray vision showed my parents arriving. I left the study. Now I was 2nd rank, late, with Chilin Step and Overlord Fist at the 3rd layer. This is so luxurious. Wise parents arrived at the villa. I never thought I'd live in a place like this one day. Yeah. Wise father sighed. That kid seems to be highly valued by the base. Mom, Dad. A figure descended from the 2nd floor. It was me. Shishawan. The old couple relaxed and immediately surrounded me after some small talk. Yes, father confirmed. Did you really get first place in the martial exam? Yes, I smiled. Mom, Dad, from now on, we'll never have to live a hard life again. How good. Wise mother's smile was unguarded. The old couple toured the villa, the training room. I came to the testing steel. I wonder what my combat power is now. As I murmured, I turned into thunder and struck. Overlord Fist, dense thunder surged into my fist. Overlord Fist level 3 pushed to its limit, smashing into the testing steel. Humph! The steel glowed and a virtual image appeared. 2nd rank peak. This was the effect after using Overlord Fist. A 2nd rank late strike dealing 2nd rank peak damage. Not bad. My gaze fell on a nearby B rank long sword. Let me test the Nine Heavens Thunder art's first form. Holding the sword, Purple Cloud Divine Thunder surged in, and I activated the Nine Heavens Thunder art and slashed. Nine Heavens Thunder art. Thunderous might. Boom. The Thunder Sword light struck the steel. The light shone brighter. 3rd rank early. This strike dealt 3rd rank martial artist damage. Wow, as expected of the Nine Heavens Thunder art. It's amazing. This was my strongest single target attack. Now my overall combat power might be able to cut down a 3rd rank early. Crack. The B rank long sword developed cracks. As expected, Purple Cloud Divine Thunder was too overbearing. B-rank weapons couldn't withstand it. Ding dong. My smart bracelet received a message. Martial artist Yusen, please report to Ganling Base tomorrow to complete your new member registration. Ganling Base new member registration, I murmured. I'll definitely see many prodigies there. Meanwhile, at a high-end villa area, Big Brother Louis Fing's face was full of gravity. You said on the phone that Lu Chonghong is dead, yes. Lu Tinong took a deep breathing. Base, said Lu Chong. Hong and his companions died in the beast tide, but I suspect he was set up and murdered, and the most likely person is the martial exam top scorer Yixian. Bring up the location coordinates. When Chong Hong's last location disappeared, Yixian was about 5 kilometers away. Within a radius of over 10 kilometers, only Yiani was there. At this point, Lu Tin's eyes turned fierce, but there was no evidence. Louis Fing's face was dark. It's highly likely that at that distance, a little manipulation could redirect the blame. I remember they seemed to have had a grudge. Yes. Lu Tinyong nodded. Lu Chonghong stole that kid's girlfriend. Louis Fang, who was checking Yishin's information, was stunned. Big brother, that kid joined Ganling Base. To deal with him, we'll need to use some means. Ganling Base. Fear appeared in Lu Tinong's eyes. No one in Ganling dared to oppose them, but I have a way. Li Fang continued. Just so happens my captain's nephew was specially recruited by Zhang in base and has an elite-level candidate spot. He's already second-rank middle now. When the time comes, let him investigate. If that kid was the one who did it, I'll make him wish he were dead. Bang! Louis Fang punched the bulletproof glass the coffee table. It shattered with a crash. His third-rank aura surged. Good. Lu Tinyong took a deep breath. Second brother, you know a lot of people. I'll trouble you. Big brother, don't mention it. Lu Fing's eyes turned fierce. If anyone dares to touch my nephew, I have 100 ways to make them disappear. The next day, Ganling Base Headquarters Square. Look, that's this year's martial exam top scorer Yixian. My appearance caused a stir among the new members. Even Musiner, who awakened SS-rank flame ability, couldn't surpass me. I didn't pay much attention. Is that kid Yixian? Not far away. Xiao Yan's gaze fell on me. The top scorer in the martial exam is the target this time. The person his uncle said most likely killed Lu Chonghong. This person was Xiao Zhang. Only 20 years old and already second-rank middle. Everyone. Luotong arrived at the scene and nodded at me. I'm Instructor Luotong in charge of elite-level members. Today I will select one elite-level member from among you. At these words, the whole crowd erupted. Even the ordinary members were shocked. Becoming an elite-level member was a dream for them. Their status and position would both qualitatively improve. Also, this year's new members have 2 elite-level candidates. Yin and Xiaozhang stepped forward. I stepped forward and Xiaozhang also appeared. These 2 are the elite-level candidates. You've heard of Yixian's name. He's this year's martial exam top scorer. As for this one, his fame is not as great as Yixian's, but his strength is still at the second-rank middle stage. What? Everyone's heart shook. Second-rank middle and still so young. The new member swallowed. I object. A troublemaker glared at me angrily. Forget about Xiaozhang since he's second-rank middle. But what about that Yixian? Why does he get an elite-level candidate spot? Exactly. Other new members also shouted. The weakest were first-rank late. We object. Luotong smiled at me. Yishin, what do you think? First place in the martial exam is good in the joint exam, but it doesn't carry that much weight among the new members. Since they object, a smile curled at my lips. I'd have to show them something to get past this, then come at me all at once. If you can hurt me, the elite-level candidate spot is yours. The new members' hearts stirred. After all, the elite-level temptation was too great. Xiao San watched coldly. This kid has a big mouth. Although these people aren't much, a few of them are pretty strong. First-rank peak strength, rivaling second-rank martial artists, overestimating himself. Does he really think that just because he got first place in the martial exam he can look down on his peers? Fine. The new members narrowed their eyes. Instructor Luo is our witness. Let's see just how strong the top score really is. Count me in. More than 10 people stepped forward. Besides a few first-rank late, the rest were at peak. More than 10 rushed forward together, each using their strongest strike, not daring to hold back for the spot. Good! I narrowed my eyes. Now I was second-rank late. Overlord Fist. My first-rank peak, aura surged. Crackle thunder spread, sending all of them flying. The weaker ones spat blood. What? The 10 of them were stunned. Even a second-rank early might not withstand their combined attack. Yet this kid had heavily wounded them instead. This little guy Luotong narrowed his eyes. His fist technique is quite profound. His strength is enough to rival a second-rank middle. Cough. We admire your skill. Everyone bowed. That punch just now said it all. No wonder he became the top scorer. Huh? Do any of you still object? Luo Tong was in a great mood as expected of an SS-rank Thunder ability user. His cross-rank combat power was extraordinary. We wouldn't dare. The new members' faces turned red, wishing they could crawl into a hole. If that's the case, continue. Instructor Luo Xiaojing spoke up. I'd like to spar with Hexian. The elite level member will definitely be one of us. To save time, let the winner take the elite level spot. Luo Tong frowned. The sparring seemed reasonable, but was actually unfair to me. Yusen, do you agree? In the end, Luo Tong left the choice to me. It was fine, even if I disagreed. All right. My gaze fell on Xiao Jiang from the very beginning. This guy had a strong hostility toward me. That kid's crazy. He actually agreed to spar with a second-rank middle. The new members didn't understand. Oh, Luo Tong thought about the earlier tall tree catches. The wind, which seemed to contradict the current situation. If that's the case, then let one battle decide the winner. At these words, everyone was shocked. Even the veteran members were amazed. Interesting. Xiao Jiang narrowed his eyes at my decisive agreement. Next, I'll show you just how big the gap is. Yixian. Xiao Jiang has a rare S-rank teleportation ability. Luo Tong reminded Xiao Jiang's smile grew brighter. Teleportation ability. The moment I heard it, I saw Xiao Jiang's figure vanish from the spot. Overlord Fist. I threw the same punch, this time using the second layer. Bang! With a dull thud, I was pushed back a few meters. Xiao Jun looked at me in surprise because that attack just now, even a second-rank middle couldn't easily take it. Ding! Host triggered a mission. Completely dominate opponent. Xiao Zhang reward entry-level movement technique. Bonus 800 ability points. I was stunned. An entry-level movement technique was a good thing. Like adding wings to a tiger in combat. Completely dominate him, huh? This kid is still useful. I hope he can last a little longer. Otherwise, revealing too much wouldn't be good. Again, seeing me easily take his punch, Xiao Yung stopped underestimating me. He flipped his right hand and took out a long blade, slashing at me at high speed. The attack was incomparable to before. Chilin Step. I took a step down, and the gravity field drastically reduced Xiao Shang's speed. Not good. Before Xiao Zhang could react, I sent him flying with a single overlord fist. Bang! Xiao Jiang was thrown back. I threw more than a dozen more punches, and Xiao Jing finally forced himself to separate from me. Now, Xiao Zhang was gasping for breath, looking quite disheveled, no longer as calm as before. Use your full strength. My aura surged, clearly that of a second-rank martial artist. Otherwise, you're going to lose. What? Xia Zhang felt my strength. You've actually reached second rank. Shocked. Xiao Zhang was extremely shocked. The surrounding new members were also stunned. No wonder he had easily defeated them earlier. This little guy is truly surprising. Luo Tong clicked his tongue. It looks like it's about to be decided. Yi Xian Xiao Zhen took a deep breath to steady himself. I have to admit, you're very strong, but you're going to lose next. He infused his teleportation ability into his blade, and the blad's power surged. He charged at me with full power. Overlord Blade Slash. This was his strongest strike, a Heil technique. This strike was enough to rival a second-rank late. I took a step and the gravity field took effect and flipped my right hand, producing the Thunderlight Sword Slash. Thunder surged into the sword and clashed with his blade. The two were locked. Xiao Yen's heart shook. A few seconds later, he spat blood and flew backward. His aura was in disarray with no strength left to fight. Impossible. Xia Zhang's face was full of disbelief. He couldn't accept that he had lost. He really won. The new members were stunned. Who would have thought that the top scorer was a second-rank martial artist and had defeated the second-rank middle Xiao Zhang? Truly surprising. Luo Tong's gaze fell on me. This little guy's strength is probably enough to rival a second-rank late. Good. Effective immediately. Yixin is an elite-level member. Thunderous applause rang out, including from the veteran members. Luo Tong casually glanced at Xiao Jiang. Originally, the elite spot was Yi Xian's. Xiao Cheng joined midway and got a candidate spot. Although Xiao Cheng's teleportation ability was good, compared to Yi Xian, the gap was significant. Xiao Zhang, do you have any objections? Luo Tong asked. I'm convinced. Xiao Jing bowed in response, not daring to go back on his word. But that kid is dead. From his performance just now, he was fully capable of killing Lu Chonghong and his group. 5 kilometers away was easily achievable for a thunder ability user. Very good. Luotong nodded in satisfaction and took out a silver badge. Yishian, this is the symbol of an elite-level member. I hope you continue to work hard. Yes, Instructor Luo. I took the silver badge. Envied glances came from all around. From now on, my training ground would be in the elite-level member area. Yishian, follow me. Everyone else is dismissed. Luotong led me deeper into the base. Soon, we arrived at the elite-level area. People gathered in small groups chatting. Ding. Host completed the mission of completely dominating opponent. Xiaozhang. Reward. Entry-level movement technique bonus 800 ability points. My body underwent subtle changes and the surrounding scenery and insects were much clearer. Now, with an entry-level movement technique, I could even kill a third rank early. Dana Luotong's voice came. There's a new elite-level member here. Let him train with your squad. This is a genius that the chief instructor has his eye on. He deliberately emphasized his tone. Duana narrowed his eyes and looked at me. A genius the chief instructor has his eye on. The chief instructor was Ganling Base's second-in-command with sharp judgment. Being noticed meant he had extraordinary potential. All right. Duana nodded firmly. Instructor Luo had always been good to him. Yishian Luotong introduced. This is Duana, captain of the Annihilation Squad, a fourth-rank middle martial artist. Following him will help you adapt to the base quickly. After some conversation, Duana thought of something. Oh, Yishian, right. We're about to go hunt a fourth-rank ironclad rhino. Interested in coming along? At these words, Luotong narrowed his eyes. The fourth-rank ironclad rhino was extremely troublesome. Only veteran general-level squads had the confidence. Even though the Annihilation Squad was well-known, completing this mission was no easy feat. A fourth-ranked beast. I was startled upon hearing this and looked into the distance. That's fine. Only at the brink of life and death can one grow the fastest. My gaze was firm as I looked at Duana. I'll go. Hey, good. Duana Ya's eyes showed satisfaction. Although you're only a second-ranked martial artist, your strength is far beyond that. There's no time to lose. We leave immediately. Duana nodded. He and I said goodbye to Luotong and left the base. Soon, Luotong arrived at the chief instructor's room. What is it? Chief instructor. Wang asked. As you expected, Yishian successfully advanced to elite, but he's now with the Annihilation Squad heading to Jianging City. The Annihilation Squad. Chief Instructor Wang looked toward Jianging City. Hunting a fourth-rank ironclad rhino is no simple task. I hope they return safely, but at the same time, a conspiracy targeting Yishian was unfolding. A villain answered a virtual call, his face changing. Good. I understand. What's wrong? Lu Tinong frowned. Big brother. That Yin most likely laid a hand on Lu Chonghong. The Blood Kill Squad captain's nephew has already fought him. That kid has reached second-rank martial artist and possesses thunder ability, and may have another ability. Hearing this, Lu Tianong's face twisted with rage. It's definitely that kid. Ang, that kid cannot live. Big brother. Don't worry. Lu Yang sneered. That kid has gone to Jianging City with the Annihilation Squad. The Blood Ill Squad also has a mission, and they'll take care of him along the way. Excellent. Lu Tian's face lit up. I'll personally hold a celebration for you when you return. I'll thank the captain on your behalf. Louis Fong narrowed his eyes. Jianging City is deep in beast territory, with a very high danger level. It's the perfect place to kill someone. 2 days later in the Jianging City jungle. Let me introduce everyone. Duana looked at the squad members. Lingyu, the Annihilation Squad's vice captain. Qin and Qinwan, brothers. Strength-type abilities responsible for defense. This is Chu Yang, the squad's main firepower output. Captain, this is the top scorer you mentioned, right? Chu Yang smiled at me. Although his strength is a bit weak, his future is limitless. Brother Chu, you flatter me. I coughed. After some small talk, our relationship grew closer. Duana had told them. I was a genius noticed by Chief Instructor Wang. Those words carried a lot of weight. We hadn't traveled far. When I sensed something unusual using X-ray vision, my expression changed. Not good. Captain? Beasts are coming. Everyone was stunned, then looked at the quiet surroundings. Beasts. There were no signs of beasts coming. They smiled inwardly. As a newcomer, the top scorer was inevitably nervous. Brother Yishian, beasts give warning signs. Chu Yang looked around, speaking knowledgeably. All right. Duana frowned and interrupted. Everyone be on guard. Yishian is right. We're probably surrounded. What? Lingu and the other three exchanged glances full of disbelief. Captain, are you sure? Chu Yang's eyes widened, but his movements didn't relax. Before Dana could speak, over 1,000 horned wild boars surrounded us with a third-rank beast at the rear. Its burning eyes fixed on us. Clearly, we were being treated as food. Captain, this is tricky. Lingu looked gravely at the rear. That ironclad boar leader has the aura of a third-rank late with combat power comparable to third-rank peak. Plus, its minions. The situation is unfavorable. Yeah, Dawana gripped his sword and shield. I'll lead the assault. Chu Yang provide fire support. Lingu cover the rear. Yes, Captain. The four responded. Yishian, since you're new, handle support and roaming. All right. I nodded in agreement. Duan Ya's gaze fell on the ironclad boar leader. Move. The Annihilation Squad charged like a dagger. As long as they killed the leader, the rest would scatter. Duana's judgment was correct. Windblade slash. Duana slashed and his wind ability shot forward. 5 or 6 ironclad boars had their necks pierced and died, including a second-ranked beast, showing just how powerful this move was. Captain is so strong, Chu Yong was amazed. This aura, could the captain be 4th rank late? Damn it, you beasts die. Chu Yong pulled the trigger and began covering fire. Brother, we can't be too weak either. Qin Quan killed a first-rank beast with a single slash. Naturally, Vice Captain, watch out. Shin warned. A second-rank peak beast was about to ambush Lingu. They were each entangled with their own beasts. Unable to help, the Vice Captain was a 4th-rank martial artist. But the ambush was too sudden. Lingu turned to defend, but at that moment, a bolt of thunder flashed. I punched the beast away, and Shu Yang's firepower pierced it. That was close. Shu Yang shuddered. Brother Yixian, your skills are impressive. That move just now was enough to rival second-rank peak. Shinshin's look toward me changed. Yeah, this strength is much better than previous top scorers. As expected of someone, the chief instructor noticed. Yishin, thanks. Lingu took a deep breath. Brother Lin, you're welcome. Since we're comrades, it's only natural. Duanya narrowed his eyes. Well said, Yishian. I didn't expect you to have thunder ability. And that wasn't your limit just now, was it? The Annihilation Squad found a treasure. After a moment of thought, Yishian, how about joining me in the assault? Everyone looked at me and had already accepted me. All right. I nodded in agreement. What followed was a slaughter, and soon something even more shocking appeared. Duana and the others noticed a dense gravity field and looked at me in amazement. This guy has dual abilities. Lingu was stunned as he looked at me. This is gravity ability. He was truly shocked by the scene. You could say that. I nodded. If Chilin Step was discovered by outsiders, it would cause trouble. After all, in a sense, Chilin Step could be considered an ability. What an incredible gravity ability. Beast's attacks were reduced by nearly half. Chu Yang and the others' pressure eased. They didn't know this was just a 30-fold gravity field. Go all out. Kill. Duana charged at the ironclad boar, slaying beasts along the way. I took care of the ones that slipped through. With my help, the squad's combat power increased significantly. Perfect opportunity. Duan Ya's eyes flashed. His wind ability enhanced his movement, and he turned into a streak of light charging at the boar leader. I applied my 30-fold gravity field, and the leader's movement stalled. A blade flashed past. Blood sprayed, and its mountain-sized body froze. Before crashing down, dust rose and the ground shook, watching the boar leader's corpse. Shuang felt like he was dreaming. The leader was taken down just like that. It was a bit too easy. Chunkin stretched his arms. I haven't even warmed up yet. Thanks to Yishian. Lingu smiled at me. If I hadn't used the gravity ability in time, they wouldn't have had it this easy. Indeed. Duana nodded in agreement. Although there was an element of surprise, this achievement was enough to be proud of. Brother Yishian, your maximum combat power is probably enough to rival a third rank early. Third rank early. Chu Yang and the others looked at me. This guy is a monster. He's only second rank early, maybe. I smiled. This was only part of my strength. The remaining beasts are just a warm-up. Duana looked at the terrified beasts. In the next moment, they were like wolves among sheep. I like this. Xu Yang set up his firepower and began slaughtering, his killing power not weaker than Captain Duana. A quarter of an hour later, the beast horde was wiped out. Xin Quan put away his shield. Great. Warm up over, Captain. Should we go hunt the ironclad rhino now? Yes. Duana looked at the battle-hungry team. With everyone at full strength, the chances of hunting the 4th-ranked ironclad rhino were higher. Move out. The next moment, the squad rushed into the distance, avoiding beasts along the way to conserve energy. Finally, they arrived at the 4th-rank ironclad rhino's lair. Meanwhile, atop a ruined building. Captain, The Annihilation Squad is here. Louis Fang looked through his binoculars and saw a familiar figure. That kid is indeed with the Annihilation Squad. He Xiaoyin patted Luong on the shoulder. A foam. I haven't seen you this motivated in a long time. The other side is a gen-based squad. If we act, we must leave no trace. Otherwise, the Red Lotus Marshal Hall won't be able to step in. Naturally, Louis Fing nodded heavily. A firepower team member beside him didn't care. I've always had a problem with the Annihilation Squad. Aren't they hunting a 4th-rank ironclad rhino? How about we secretly provide fire support? Let them fight first. Then we'll make our move. Xiaoqing's eyes flashed with sharpness. That's a good idea. This kid might not only be the one who killed the Fang's nephew, but also made Xiao Zhang lose the elite spot. This kid must die this time. Don't worry, Captain. Lu Fing's lips curled with cruelty. I just broke through to 3rd-rank middle yesterday. I'll use this kid to practice. Really? Xiaoqing smiled slightly. Perfect. Although Louis Fang's strength was barely average, he had a wealthy older brother, which was why he could join the Blood-Il Squad. The conspiracy was set. The Annihilation Squad was completely unaware. Be careful. Duana led us to sneak near the ironclad rhino, clearly planning a surprise decapitation. Captain, this is the closest we can get. Inga looked at the distance and warned. If we go any further, we'll be discovered. After a moment of thought, Duan took a deep breath. If that's the case, let's move. Kill the 4th-rank ironclad rhino. Yixian, stay close to me. During assault, use your gravity ability. Lingo and I will take the opportunity to strike. All right, I nodded. Duana looked at the other 3. Shuang, you 3 hold off the other ironclad rhinos. The task is heavy. Safety first. Understood. The 3 nodded firmly. On high alert. After all, intelligence showed this ironclad rhino was already 4th rank, middle with strength comparable to the captain's, and it had developed some intelligence. That was the most terrifying part. Move. Duana gave the order. The 6 broke through the window, charging straight at the 4th-rank ironclad rhino. Kill. Chuang opened fire with everything he had, clearing a path for me and the captain. The Qin brothers guarded Chu Yang, not daring to be careless in this battle. They're moving. The Blood Kill Squad saw the action. Captain, should we strike now? No, Xiaoqing said with a smirk. A while ago, I discovered that the 4th-rank ironclad rhino wasn't just 4th-rank middle, but also had 2 4th-rank beast subordinates. Even if we don't act, these beasts will give the Annihilation Squad a hard time. When they're exhausted, we'll kill Duana and Lingu. Even wounding them would be good. The rest won't be able to cause any waves. Another location, in Jianging City, a 2nd-rank bloodthirsty tank went berserk and attacked the opponent furiously with wind abilities swirling around it. The graceful figure opposite sneered coldly. This young lady isn't the 1st-rank peak I used to be. Flame's extreme killing strike. Flame ability surged into her sword, and she struck the bloodthirsty tank at high speed. Her figure flashed as they passed each other and blood sprayed from its neck. The beast was slain. This person was Musener. She wore the Wuji Marshal Hall's blue badge, symbolizing an elite member under special cultivation with the resources of Wuji Marshal Hall. Musener had reached 2nd-rank middle, which was why she could kill it so easily. Congratulations, miss, on your greatly increased strength. The 6th-rank strong person appeared to congratulate. SS-rank flame ability really does improve quickly. By the way, the 6th-rank strong person hesitated for a moment. There's some news about Yixian. Musener hadn't wanted to listen, but upon hearing it was about Yixian, she frowned slightly. Speak. The Blood-Il Squad of Red Lotus Marshal Hall seems to be targeting Yixian, although I don't know the specifics of the grudge. Musener's body radiated coldness. The 6th-rank strong person was startled. He didn't expect Yixian to hold such an important place in Mrs. Hart, touching the man this young lady has set her sights on. The Blood-Il Squad is asking for death. Killing intent mixed with coldness. Even the 6th-rank strong person felt a chill. The Blood Kill Squad captain was 4th rank, late, far beyond what Yixian could handle. Mrs. Angry and very angry. This is going to be trouble. Where is Yixian now? Musen, her eyes narrowed. The 6th-rank strong person didn't dare to delay. Yixian is currently in Jianging City, hunting a 4th-rank unicorn rhino with the Annihilation Squad. Jianging City. Musener looked at the location information. Good. Let's go. I'm going to kill someone. She dashed off at high speed. The 6th-rank strong person had mixed feelings. If the prodigies of the capital found out, the entire capital would be turned upside down. What had that kid done to make the move? Family's young lady go this far for him? If anyone said Miss didn't like him, even a fool wouldn't believe it. Should he tell the family head? If Miss found out, he'd tip them off. The consequences were unimaginable. The young master was a protective older brother. Once a major family's son had disrespected Miss, and the young master nearly destroyed their entire family. Even now, as the capital's top genius, he was still as doting as ever. Miss was the Move family's precious jewel. The Blood-Ill squad had no idea what was coming for them. Meanwhile, at the hunting ground, perfect opportunity. Duana narrowed his eyes. He was now less than 10 from the 4th-rank ironclad rhino leader. His figure flashed and he was upon it. But the leader's mouth curled. Boom! 2 auras, not weak, attacked from the left and right, sending Duana flying. The force made his blood surge. 2 smaller ironclad rhinos appeared with extremely strong oragers. The 4th-rank ironclad rhino had 2 of them. Duana's expression turned grave. He never expected the leader to have 2 4th-rank subordinates. Retreat. He decided decisively. This was beyond their ability to handle. They might be able to kill it with everything they had, but the squad would pay an unimaginable price. With some members possibly dying, that wasn't a consequence he wanted. Seeing Duana's panic, the 4th-rank middle leader's eyes flashed with mockery, and it sounded the attack horn. The feast was right before it. How could it let them escape? The show's begun. Xiao Qin's lips curled. It's time move. All right, Captain. The Blood Kill Squad's firepower member pulled the trigger. 2 specialized bullets shot at Duana and Lingu respectively. Not good. Duana raised his shield to block. Lingu dodged the bullet, but was sent flying by a 4th-rank early ironclad rhino, spitting blood. Damn it! There's an ambush. Chu Yang's face changed drastically, and he began to fight back, split up and retreat. Duana understood their intentions. Only by spreading out could they reduce losses. Damn it! Chu Yang's face was cold. If I find out who did this, I'll grind their bones to dust. He turned into a bolt of lightning and fled into the distance. The 6 members of the Annihilation Squad fled in 6 directions, quickly disappearing from sight. Captain, I'll go first. Lu Feng couldn't wait to chase after me, clearly wanting to kill me with his own hands. A foam. Have fun. Xiao Jing looked into the distance, not knowing this was their final farewell. Captain, see you later. Lu Anjing disappeared from view. The Blood-Ill squad members smiled. That kid is going to suffer now. Let's not stay idle either. Xiao Qing withdrew his gaze to ensure there are no loose ends. All members of the Annihilation Squad must die. Yes, Captain. The members' eyes burned with fervor. Cutting off the roots was their usual practice. Anyone who posed a threat had to die. Not far from the ironclad rhino's lair, a blade flashed past and thunder killed a 2nd-ranked beast. The sword wielder was me, and there were already dozens of beast corpses nearby, the weakest being 1st rank. Now this level couldn't hurt me anymore. Since you followed me, show yourself. My gaze fell somewhere. I had noticed them when the Blood-Ill squad made their move, especially Lu Yang following me, clearly targeting me. As my voice fell, Lu Feng appeared. Interesting. I didn't expect you to notice me. Yishin, you're going to die today. He sneered. You killed Lu Chonghong, didn't you? Lu Chonghong. I was stunned, then understood. You mean that fool Lu Chonghong? So you're here for him, although I didn't kill him with my own hands. He died because of me, just as I thought. Lu Feng's aura surged with killing intent. His 3rd-rank middle aura moved without wind. His arm's petrification ability increased his attack power. I met his punch with my own. Thunder surged into my fist. Bang! The 2 fists collided and we each retreated a few meters. What? Lu Feng was full of disbelief. You're 2nd-rank late. An 18-year-old 2nd-rank late. He looked at me in shock. Such talent was truly heaven-defying. Then I definitely can't let you leave today. He took a deep breath. If he didn't kill me today, he would be the one to die next time. He drew his long sword with a cold face, no longer daring to underestimate me. That kid's strength was too strange. Only by killing him could he rest easy. Kid die. He unleashed his ultimate strike. I precisely dodged the attack. Impossible. Lu Feng looked like he'd seen a ghost. That was an entry-level movement technique. You're only a 2nd-rank martial artist. How could you master a technique that only 6th ranks can use? Thunderous might. I attacked. The dense danger made Lu Yang's soul almost leave his body. 9 heavens thunder art. He was shocked again. This kid has trained in such a heaven-daying technique. He tried to dodge, but the terrifying gravity. Pressure made him unable to move. No. The 9 heavens thunder art attack came in an instant. I appeared a few meters behind him, and the thunder pierced through his chest. You can't be. Louis Fing's eyes widened in his dying moment. Completely unable to believe he'd been killed in one strike, he fell to the ground. The scene fell silent. His life was over. Too bad no one saw this. Whether it was the entry-level movement, technique, or Nine Heavens Thunder Art, either one would shake the world. Even Luo Tong would be stunned if he saw it. Training the first form of the Nine Heavens Thunder Art in such a short time was unheard of, let alone seen. It feels pretty good. I put away my S-rank Thunderlight sword. A smile curling at my lips. Hey, Lu Fang's radio crackled. A phone. How's it going? Is that kid dead yet? I walked up to the radio. Your blood kill squad, Captain Xiaoing, right? I'm Yixian. I killed Louis Fang. Then I crushed the radio with my foot. The harsh noise came through. Xiaoing's face turned cold and the radio in his hand shattered. Bastard! The blood kill squad members were confused. Captain, what happened? Yeah, they knew something was wrong. A phone is dead. Xiaoing said heavily. It was that Yixian who killed him. What? Everyone stood up abruptly, their faces full of disbelief. How is that possible? That Yixian killed a phone. It was a shock to them. Although Louis Fang was at the bottom of their ranks, he had already reached 3rd rank middle with strength comparable to 3rd rank late. Yet he was still killed. What level was that kid's combat power? Everyone swallowed. That kid is only 18. An 18-year-old killing a 3rd rank middle. They knew exactly what that meant. His future would definitely far surpass theirs. This was bad news for them. If they didn't kill him today, the consequences would be endless. Damn it. Xiaoing's face was full of gravity. They had originally planned to surround and kill Duana, but now the plan had to change. Yixian was far more dangerous than Duana. The firepower member's eyes flashed sharply. Then let's kill that kid first. Agreed. Everyone was in agreement. That kid posed too great a threat to them. Really? But just then, the surrounding temperatures soared, and an icy voice rang out on the bee. Seen against the man this young lady has set her sights on. You've lost your chance. Later I learned that when Xiaoqing and the others encountered Musiner, the dense flames around her were actually SS-rank flame ability. The squad members exclaimed, Captain, she is Musiner. The prodigy celebrated in the Ganling base broadcast. This year's martial exam talent, second only to Yixian. Xiaoqing narrowed his eyes and probed, finding that she was only 2nd rank middle and had just broken through. Xiaoqing stepped forward. Little girl, you have quite the nerve. A 4th rank pressure bore down on Musiner. Someone besides him laughed sinisterly. Musiner frowned with displeasure. Insolent. A vast aura enveloped the entire scene. Everyone's pupils tracted sharply. Xiaoing was shocked. This was a 6th rank strong person, the old man said coldly. Anyone who speaks rudely to Miss dies. Ice power instantly froze the blood kill members, turning them into ice blocks. Xiaoing was furious, fist clenched. The 6th rank strong person's pressure fell and Xiaoqing spat out blood. What? You're not convinced. Xiaoqing's face changed drastically. I wouldn't dare. Musiner glanced at Xiaoqing. Kill him. Xiaoqing's eyes showed venom. Girl die. The 6th rank strong person waved his hand and Xiaoing was dead before he hit the ground. Miss, the blood kill squad is all dead. Musiner nodded and looked somewhere. The 6th rank strong person asked, Miss, aren't you going to see Yixian? Musiner shook her head. Forget it. He probably doesn't like people interfering. The 6th rank strong person muttered and left. Before leaving, he looked toward Yin's direction. In the future, don't let Miss down or I'll personally destroy you. A few minutes later, Duana arrived with his people and seeing Xiaoqing's unseeing eyes, his expression changed. After checking the surroundings, Lingu said, Xiaoqing was killed in one move. The attacker was probably a 6th rank strong person. Duana looked at the ice blocks and said, these are the rest of the blood kill squad. The attacker also had flame ability. Chunin and Chun Koan felt a chill. A 6th ranked flame martial artist would have few rivals even in Ganling base. Lingu analyzed. The ones who ambushed us were probably the blood kill squad. I just don't know why they offended someone powerful. Duana said, let's find Chu Yang and Yixian first. The Annihilation squad left. Meanwhile, Chush was surrounded by beasts, and his firepower output attracted even more. Suddenly, a 4th-ranked ironclad rhino charged at him. Chu Yang's eyes widened. Damn, how did this terrifying thing get here? Captain, help! As the rhino charged at him, Chu Yang's smart bracelet malfunctioned, making it hard to call for help. The 4th-ranked beast chased him and brought a hoof down on him. Chu Yang was desperate. This is it. I haven't even been with a woman. I don't want to die. He used his 3rd-rank middle strength to block. Just then, A bolt of lightning flashed. I activated Chilin Step, and with a 50-fold gravity field, I slashed. Thunderous might boom. The strike hit the rhino's scales, only sparking and pushing it back a step. I looked at the other side. Luckily, I arrived in time. Chu Yang saw me, his eyes full of emotion. Brother Yixian, that attack was insane. I used the gravity field to take Chu Yang and fled with thunder. A fourth-ranked beast was far beyond what we could handle, unless I used the S-rank fighter jet. But I wouldn't use my trump card unless it was critical. Duana and the others arrived through positioning. Xu Yang said excitedly, "Captain, perfect timing. Let's complete the hunt." A gang-up was about to begin. Duana opened with his ultimate, Windblade Slash. Linga wasn't idle either. Flame Break. The Windblade and Flame combined into a joint attack. Boom. The intense heat and Windby Blade broke through the rhino's scales. The rhino let out a piercing cry of pain. Duana called to me, "Yixian." I didn't hold back and applied the 50-fold gravity field on the rhino. The struggling rhino's movement stalled. Qin and Qin Kuwan descended from above, and two shields slammed down hard. Together, they could crush even a third-rank peak. The ironclad rhino was crushed to death. Chu Yang suppressed the surrounding beasts and said excitedly, "Beautiful." Duana cut off the rhino's horn with one slash. It was the mission trophy. He ordered the harvesting of spoils and immediate departure. 100 breaths later, an enraged roar came. The fourth-rank ironclad rhino leader arrived and seeing its capable subordinate killed. It went berserk. Its hooves struck the ground, shaking it violently. But by then, we were already over 10 kilometers away. Looking back at the dust flying, I could imagine how furious the beast was. Dana asked me, "You didn't run into any danger after we split up?" I answered, "To be honest, Captain. A Bloodkill squad member who called himself Louis Fang attacked me. It took some effort to shake him off." Duana and the other three exchanged glances. Chun slammed his shield down, his eyes full of killing intent. "So, it really was those Bloodkill squad scum who attacked us earlier." Chung Quinn was also angry, but thankfully a 6th-rank strong person took care of the Bloodkill squad. "Brother Yixian, you probably don't know yet. The Bloodkill squad was wiped out by a 6th-rank strong person." I was stunned. The Bloodkill squad was wiped out by a 6th-rank strong person. Even now, the strongest I'd seen was Instructor Luo Tong. A 5th-ranked martial artist was already very strong. But that's fine. With the Bloodkill squad gone, my killing of Louis Fang would also go unnoticed. Just then, Chu Yang stared at the virtual panel and said, "Yixian, wasn't that the Nine Heavens Thunder art you used earlier?" Duana and the others were confused, not understanding why Chu Yang asked. Xu Yang cleared his throat and said, "Captain, you don't know. Before you arrived, Yixian used a gravity ability and a thunder attack to save me. That move looked exactly like the top thunder technique, the first form of the Nine Heavens Thunder art." Duana was stunned and said, "The Nine Heavens Thunder art is famous. I heard the first form alone costs over 100 million. Yixian, is this true?" After all, this was no small matter. If it was true, they would have to re-evaluate Yixian. I hadn't expected to reveal that move in the rush, but without overthinking it, I admitted, "Yes, I did train in the Nine Heavens Thunder art. It was an extra reward from Ganling Base for getting first place in the martial exam." Chu Yang understood. "So that's why Brother Yixian is so rich. But training in the remaining forms of the Nine Heavens Thunder art would cost a fortune." Lingu thought for a moment and said, "Given Yixian's talent, the base offering this reward was naturally an attempt to recruit him. In the future, as Yian's strength grows, the base might buy the remaining forms for him." Everyone fell silent. Such a possibility wasn't out of the question. For others, maybe not. But for Yixian, it was different. Xu Yang said expectantly, "If that's the case, Brother Yian's future would far surpass what we can imagine." Then I thought of something important and looked at me suspiciously. "I wonder what rank Brother Yian's thunder attribute is." Duana glared at Xu Yang and smiled. "Yixian, ignore him." I smiled slightly and said, "It's fine. The reason the base was so generous was because of my thunder ability. As for the rank, it's about SS rank." Everyone looked at me in shock as if they'd seen a ghost. SS rank thunder ability represented supremacy, was one of the few abilities that could rival SSS rank. Duan took a deep breath and his look toward me changed. "It seems it's not Yixian who got the better deal. It's Ganling Base that hit the jackpot." He understood why Instructor Luo had asked him to take care of me and why Chief Instructor Wang valued me. Lingu warned seriously, "Yixian, we're grateful that you trust the Annihilation Squad, but about your SS rank thunder ability, Don't tell others easily in the future if various factions found out. It would cause endless trouble. Duana also said, seriously, an innocent man may be guilty of a crime. From now on, keep your mouth shut. Yixian's talent is no small matter. Even if it costs your life, don't reveal his rank. After all, barring accidents, Yixian's future will be as a peerless, strong person of China. The Annihilation Squad members nodded firmly and looked at me with expectant eyes. After some conversation, Duana looked at me and asked, Yixian, what are your plans next? This mission is over, and the Annihilation Squad is returning to the base. After all, the team has taken some damage and needs rest before taking on more missions. I thought for a moment and answered, I plan to stay in Jiangning City for solo training to improve my strength. Chu Yang's expression changed. Brother Yixian, this place is extremely dangerous. Lingu and the others looked at me differently. They didn't necessarily have that kind of courage. Duana weighed the options and said, that's fine, Yin's future achievements will surely far surpass ours, and his self-preservation methods are more than we can imagine. Suddenly, I received a message. It was 30 million yuan. I was surprised. This was a lot of money. Duana smiled and said, 10 million is your share of the mission. The other 20 million is a token of our appreciation. After all, the second form of the 9 heavens, Thunder Art, is something to look forward to. I was touched and said, thank you. Although this was just a mission trial, I had formed a deep bond with them. About a quarter of an hour later, I saw off the Annihilation Squad. Smelling the faint scent of blood in the air, I thought, let the slaughter begin. With X-ray vision, the surrounding beasts were all visible. Thunder surged around me as I dashed to a location. Ding. System prompt. Host triggered a mission. Kill 10,000 beasts in a row. Reward Divine Demon Hand. Bonus. 1,000 ability points. I was stunned. The Divine Demon Hand, just from the name, sounded devastating. Instantly, my motivation grew. 10,000 beasts, though many, wasn't impossible. As I murmured, I arrived at a beast slayer with about 100 beasts, the strongest being second rank late. Let's start here. I turned into lightning, holding the Thunderlight Sword. First using Overlord Fist, then using the 9 Heavens Thunder Arts first form to reap. Time passed quietly. 102,000, 3,000. 2 days later, I ran into an old friend. In an alley, the Windwolf Dick King. But this one was third rank. Its gaze fell on me, flashing with fierce light. With a howl, the battle began. Then let's fight. I exhaled slightly and clashed with the wolf pack, using Chilin Step to unleash the gravity field. Then a Thunder Overlord Fist killed several. Suddenly, a second-rank Wind Wolf went berserk. This was just like the martial exam. Too weak. I fully unleashed my second-rank late aura, and the Thunderlight Sword flashed, killing it. 100 breaths later, the ground was covered in corpses. The third-rank Wind Wolf King was alone. It looked at me wearily. A third-rank middle beast. This beast was even stronger than Lu Fang. At some point, the Wind Wolf King struck first, its sharp claws swiping at me, but I dodged with my entry-level movement technique. A smile curled at my lips. I was waiting for this moment with Chilin Step activated. A 50-fold gravity field descended. The Windwolf King sensed danger and tried to pounce. Even with the gravity field, its speed wasn't slow. Overlord Fist. I threw a thunderous punch, but it swatted it away and continued its assault. Thunderous Might. I used the 9 Heavens Thunder Arts first form, and dense thunder pierced its weak spot in the abdomen, killing it on the spot. The massive third-rank Wind Wolf King's body crashed to the ground, and the whole ground shook. It felt all right, but this was my limit. Ding. System prompt. Completed the mission of killing 10,000 beasts in a row. Reward Divine Demon Hand. Bonus 1,000 ability points. I narrowed my eyes. These days of killing were worth it, and my combat experience far surpassed before. As for my strength, it was time to improve. I called up the system. Soon the voice sounded. Ding, congratulations, host. Realm upgraded to second rank peak. Consumed 2,000 ability points. Ding, congratulations, host. Realm upgraded to third rank early. Consumed 3,000 ability points. Ding, congratulations, host. Realm upgraded to third rank middle. Consumed 4,000 ability points. I also upgraded Chilin Step and Overlord Fist to the 4th layer, feeling an unprecedented power. Then I called up the attribute panel. Name Yixian, age 18, realm 3rd rank. Middle movement technique, entry-level ability. Purple Cloud Divine Thunder SS-rank skills. Chilin Step level 4, X-ray vision. Overlord Fist level 4, 9 Heavens Thunder Art. First form Divine Demon Hand items. Silver Badge Du Villa contract a rank battle armor S rank Thunder. Light Sword S-rank Fighter Jet ability points, 5,162. After looking at the panel, I thought with my current strength and methods, I was invincible below 4th rank, feeling the surging power several times stronger than before. The future was becoming more and more exciting. Suddenly, I received a message from Musiner. Don't be late for tomorrow's Jiangyin University freshman competition. I was slightly surprised. That girl actually reminded me. Wasn't she afraid I'd make her do 3 things? I replied, okay. Then I looked around. It was time to go back. I guess I'll use the S-rank fighter jet. I summoned the fighter jet. Unit 1, return to Ganling Base. Yes, Master. A mechanical voice sounded in the jet, and it turned into a streak of light, heading for the base. I enjoyed the scenery of Jiangyin City along the way. I hope Jiangyin University doesn't disappoint me. The next day, in front of Jiangyin University, a handsome young man approached Musiner. Beautiful. Got some time. Flame aura surged around Musiner. No time. Feeling the cold aura, the young man left wisely. Other students who were about to approach also stopped. Soon I appeared in view. Musiner's stunning face showed a smile like melting snow, making the surrounding students envious. I followed the sound and saw her. Musiner, you're not waiting for me specifically, are you? I asked suspiciously. The surrounding students wanted to kill me. Musa rolled her eyes at me. In your dreams, you're not qualified. The hidden 6th rank strong person's mouth twitched. Miss, you call arriving at a quarter of an hour. Just got here. This kid sure gets special treatment. If word got back to the capital, it would cause a stir. I shook my head, not caring, but I feel you've changed since we last met, like you've become more womanly. Musiner glared at me. Scram, I've always been womanly. After some banter, we walked into the campus side by side. Behind us, countless students' hearts were broken. Why wasn't it them beside the stunning girl? Musiner thought of something and said, this time, I'm going to beat you. She had absorbed a fire crystal her brother bought for $1 billion, and her realm had broken through to 2nd rank late, with strength far surpassing before. Soon we arrived at the freshman competition venue, where no less than 10,000 people had gathered. So many people I was surprised. Musa rolled her eyes at me. This is nothing right now. Most of the people in the square are below 3rd rank. Junior students. Intermediate members are mostly below 4th rank, and advanced members are below 5th rank. She continued explaining. The first prize for this freshman competition is 1,000 points. Second place, 800. Third, 500. And the top 10 all get 300 points. Points can be exchanged for techniques and manuals and can also be used to train in the trial tower. Look, that's the 2nd place martial exam goddess Musiner. She's actually with the 1st place winner. Could they be a couple? Musiner had a faint smile on her lips. Whether she was happy or annoyed was unclear. Soon, an old man's voice came from the podium. I announced that Jiangyin University's freshman competition has begun. First, the ranking round. The top 3 finishers will have the right to choose their teammates. Everyone was stunned. Many looked at Musiner. If they could team up with her, they get close to the water. Soon, I faced my first opponent. A figure appeared opposite me with dense vitality and faint white light radiating. Hey kid, meeting me is your bad luck. Remember me, Charlotte? The strongest healer in history. Shirley's aura surged at 1st rank peak. Such an entrance shocked the crowd. This aura is a healing ability, a support type that feels like an offensive type. You're a healing ability user. I was surprised. A healing type with this much offensive power. That's right. Shirley flexed his large frame, completely unassociated with healing. On the podium, Tiani, vice director of Thunder Martial Hall, sprayed his tea. That oddball finally showed up. Principal Jin Bansing said, this Shirley is Thunder Martial Hall's S-rank healer. Right. Lian's face reamed. This guy brought shame to Thunder Martial Hall. He was thought to be a promising talent, but turned out to be a battle maniac. Jun Bansing looked at me again. This Yixian has already been recruited by Wang Tianba into Ganling Base. As an elite member, Li Yani and the other 2 were stunned. That kid is actually an elite member of Ganling Base. Kid, it's your honor to lose to me. Shirley's glowing golden fist came at me. Interesting. Thunder surged around me and I threw a punch back. My 2nd rank aura surged and with one punch, Shirley was sent flying over 10m. But he wasn't hurt at all. Musiner saw this and smiled. That guy has already broken through to 2nd rank. I hope he doesn't disappoint me. Shirley hit the ground hard, his eyes burning. Damn, that was satisfying as expected of the top scorer. Kid, I won't hold back. Healing Art activate. He fully activated his healing ability into His body and his aura clearly surged. Golden light body. Golden light surged around him, increasing his defense by an unknown amount. This scene left everyone stunned. This aura. Are you sure he's a healer and not a warrior? He then took out a spiked club covered in golden light. This is my strongest form. I've killed over a dozen second-ranked beasts. Everyone was shocked. A first-rank peak healer killing over a dozen second-ranked beasts. On the podium, Li Yixin coughed. This has nothing to do with my Thunder Marshal Hall. If it weren't for his decent talent, I'd have expelled him long ago. Jun Bansing smiled. Director Li, don't underestimate him. Sarai has a strong will and might offer healers more options. The vice directors of Wuji Marshal Hall and Red Lotus Marshal Hall also nodded. Sweeping 1,000 armies. Shirley roared and charged at me with momentum. Although strong, it was too slow. I turned into a bolt of lightning and met him. Overlord Fist. A punch with dense thunder erupted. Shirley couldn't react and was sent out of the ring. Stop. I surrender. Shirley looked at me wearily. If I hadn't held back, his defense would have shattered. Truly a monster. Everyone felt it was strange. You're also a weird monster. Jun Banshing narrowed his eyes and said that punch focused extreme power on one point. With perfect control, such control would take over 20 years to achieve. Yixin's talent is too strong. Li's face was pale. Litima has a sharp eye. It's a pity this kid is best suited for Thunder Marshal Hall. Is that guy done? Musiner then looked at her opponent. Flame spikes. Dense flame spikes appeared in the air and fell toward her opponent. Each strike was enough to heavily wound a second rank early. Boom. The opponent was heavily injured and knocked unconscious. This move ignited the crowd, and many gazes were full of caution. This year's competition quality is really high. Soon the top 10 were decided. Both Musiner and I were among them. The top 10 were all second-ranked martial artists, under 20 years old. Jun Bansing stroked his beard with satisfaction, and especially looked at me and Musiner. These two were the biggest dark horses. Yish was valued by Chief Instructor Wang and became an elite member at such a young age. Musiner was the daughter of the capital's Mu family and had consumed a billion yuan fire crystal. The strength of a capital family was evident. Then we sat together. Musiner teased, feeling the pressure sitting next to me. What pressure? I smiled. Having such a beautiful companion is quite nice. Musiner smiled from ear to ear, even happier than when she broke through to second rank late. The surrounding students wailed. The odd healer sure scratched his head. Damn, no wonder he beat me. His willpower is strong. I suddenly thought of something and looked at Musiner suspiciously. You haven't forgotten the 3 things you owe me, have you? This. Musiner's cheeks flushed slightly. Of course not. But her heart was a little flustered. All right, I'll ask you to do the first thing now. I leaned in beside her. From a distance, it looked like I was kissing her cheek. Everyone was envious to the point of bursting. Musiner's heartbeat quickened. Was that guy going to make an excessive request? If so, should she agree? Would that cross the line? That guy was about to say it. What should she do? This thing is give me 300 million. That's not too much, right? I said tentatively. After all, the second form of the 9 Heavens Thunder Art costs money. Musiner turned her head in surprise. That's what you wanted to say. I was startled. I didn't know what she thought I meant. Cough. Then what did you think I meant? I glanced at her. Did you think I was going to carry you home as my wife? Musiner's pretty face turned red, and she glared at me fiercely. This scene made all the students' eyes widen. Goddess was being teased. That Yixin was simply audacious. Damn it. Musiner was about to lose it. How could he be like this? Even if she had a good impression of him, he couldn't do this. But she couldn't refuse verbally. After all, this was Yixin. You agreed. I was stunned. 300 million just like that. And it seemed she didn't even think about it. Ding. I received a notification that 300 million had been deposited. I looked at Musiner in shock. Wow, I didn't realize you were a super little rich girl. 300 million without even blinking. I had only been testing the waters. I didn't expect her to actually transfer it. Since you're this rich, then I won't hold back. After all, the last time we hunted the 4th rank ironclad rhino, we only got 60 million won. Musiner glanced at me. What a character. Although 300 million was a lot, to her it was nothing. With her favorite status in the Mu family, not to mention 300 million, even 30 billion. The Mu family wouldn't bat an eye. At that moment, June Boning's voice rang out. Next, for the sake of fairness, the top 10 in the freshman competition will have a round-robin battle. Each person will fight the other 9. The instructor came to the center of the arena. The first round of the top 10 round robin begins. On Arena 1, I'm against Xiang of Red Lotus Martial Hall. Xia's lips curled. I threw a punch as well, but he dodged my attack and even almost succeeded. After we pulled back, Xiao Xingyang said, "Don't be surprised. Your attacks are laid bare before me." I narrowed my eyes. This guy was as troublesome as Shirley. Could he have some kind of special ability? After 2 probing attacks, I figured out his ability. You can dodge attacks, but it's definitely not a movement technique. It must be an ability that predicts attacks. Xiao Xingyang smiled and said, "So, what if you know your movements are laid bare before me?" He tried to dodge but found he couldn't move. I rushed in with an overlord fist. "Too bad this isn't invincible. You lose." He was injured and sent flying off the arena, but he was thinking about the move that had restricted his movement earlier. He thought it was a gravity field ability. That guy was a dual attribute ability user. He had checked my information, but it was classified. He only knew I had become an elite member of the base, and that was a place only 3rd-ranked martial artists could join. At the same time, Musner's fight ended. Her opponent was still decisively defeated. "Not bad, girl," I said with a smile. Musner's lips curled. Being praised by him made her happiest. Then the second round began. On Arena 1, I'm against Musner. This announcement was like a bombshell, and all eyes fell on us. Everyone sighed that we had faced off so soon. This was going to be good soon. On Arena 1, Musner and I stood opposite each other. This was our first time fighting. "Girl, use your full strength." I looked at her and said, "Let me see how strong you are now." Musner's lips curled mischievously as expected of the man I've set my sights on. "Then you better be careful." This possessive declaration left everyone stunned. Fun coughed. "I dare not ask about this girl's affairs." The others on the high platform also knew Musner's identity. It wasn't that they didn't dare to ask. It was that they weren't qualified. After all, Musner was the daughter of the Mu family from the capital. Who were they to question her? The crowd was in an uproar. Isn't that Yixian just the top scorer in the martial exam? Goddess S is so domineering, as everyone sighed. A graceful figure disappeared. "It's starting." Moose attacked first. She rushed at me at high speed, but didn't use her ability before she could react. I flicked her forehead. The big shots on the high platform had their eyes twitching. Did that kid know what he was doing? Musner held her forehead and many people were envious. Jun Banxing recalled the scene just now, and his shock was unmistakable. Wasn't that kid using an entry-level movement technique? Liu Tenanti and the others were stunned. It really was an entry-level movement technique. The way they looked at me changed. An entry-level movement technique was something only 6th-rank martial artists could possibly master. How many more trump cards did I have? Li Qian's seat shattered beneath him. Wang Tianba. What a great seedling. Truly enviable. Xing's eyes burned with passion. It was actually an entry-level movement technique. Yixian was even more outstanding than he had imagined. With such terrifying talent, I must join his squad. Xiao Xingyong was excited. Let the old man call me useless. Now I'm going to do something big. You've reached entry-level movement technique. Musner also noticed. She was only at the basic level peak, and was still a ways off from entry level. "So if you want to beat me, girl, it'll take some effort." I smiled slightly. Musner took a deep breath, and with a flick of her right hand, a flame sword appeared. "Then I won't hold back." Extreme flames surged across the arena, and her second-rank late aura appeared. The whole place shook. An 18-year-old second-rank late was hard to imagine. The fire crystal's effect was indeed formidable. Fun side. She was only second-rank middle before. That kid is in danger now. Sienna's combat power is comparable to second-rank peak. Jun Banxing narrowed his eyes. "You know Wang Timba's judgment. This kid hasn't revealed all his trump cards." Fun frowned slightly. "Principal Jun, isn't that an exaggeration? I don't see any chance of that kid winning." Before he finished speaking, an aura surged on Arena 1. Fangjian was instantly stunned. Fangjian looked at me in disbelief. "That kid is also second-rank late." Flitiani and Fangchun exchanged glances, both seeing each other's shock. Jun Banxing let out a deep breath in front of a true genius. An incredible background isn't so insurmountable. Fangchun looked at the arena and perked up. Xiao Jingyang was dumbfounded as he looked at Arena 1. Yen is truly a monster. Dense thunder surged around me, on par with Musner's SS-ranked flame. Xiao Xinyang's heart shook again. This thunder is at least S-rank. Musin used flame spikes and our first battle began. I threw a casual overlord fist and scattered all the flame spikes. All the participants were stunned. The top scorer in the martial exam lived up to his name. No wonder he could suppress Musiner. But these two were too strong. They didn't know this was only the tip of the iceberg for me. Musiner took a deep breath. I like you more and more. Flame's extreme killing strike. She used her ultimate strike, which would make even a second-rank peak tremble. Not bad, girl. I flipped my right hand and the Thunderlight sword appeared. Thunderous might with a single slash. Vast thunder spread out and clashed with the flames. Everyone on the high platform stood up. This is the first form of the Nine Heavens Thunder Art. That kid has actually trained in this technique. The three vice directors of the martial halls were shocked. June Boning's expression was complex. It's only been 5 or 6 days since the martial exam ended. This kid trained in the first form of the Nine Heavens Thunder Art in 5 or 6 days. Lai and the other two drew in cold breaths. A peerless genius. The fastest recorded time to train in the Nine Heavens Thunder Art was a month. But I did it in 5 or 6 days. My talent was unimaginably high. Boom. The aftermath of the two attacks was already beyond what a second-rank peak could handle. The students were stunned. Jun Boning's eyes flashed with sharp light. That kid is truly surprising. At least he's also a Jiangyin University student. Liani and the other two rolled their eyes at him. Musiner used Flame Palm and I used Overlord Fist. Fist and palm clashed again. Thunder and cold surged in all directions. This sudden killing intent could even take down a third-rank martial artist if careless. Fist and palm met, and I retreated 3 steps. I did this deliberately. Musiner retreated 5 steps and her heart was in turmoil. That guy's strength had already surpassed hers. She still had trump cards left, but I definitely hadn't used my full power either. I surrender. Musiner looked at the instructor. The instructor was stunned. Her aura wasn't in disarray. Musiner, are you sure? She nodded in response. The whole crowd was in an uproar. They didn't expect her to surrender voluntarily. The hidden 6th-rank strong person's eyes widened. The competitive young lady surrendering voluntarily. This had never happened before. Miss attitude toward that guy was becoming increasingly without boundaries. Xiao Jingyong was stunned. Yixian had such great charm. His mental ability detected that Musiner had feelings for Yixian. He couldn't help but draw in a cold breath. Even such a proud daughter of heaven was swayed. What had happened between these two before? Arena 1's second round. Yixian wins. The instructor side. Their clash was comparable to third-rank martial artists. We returned to our seats, as if nothing had happened. Musiner was shaken inside. I can't believe you're already second-rank late. She had relied on her brother's fire crystal to achieve this, and I certainly didn't have such resources. Xiao Xingyang came over and said, I hope I'm not interrupting your love affair. Musiner's death glare fell on him, and searing heat surged around her. Xiao Jingyi's heart shook. Clearly, she was a little happy. So, why this reaction? It's you. I looked at Xia Yang. This guy had a strange ability that could predict attacks. If used in actual combat, the effect would be unimaginable. Xiao Xingyong said, I'm here to make a deal. With your strength, you're sure to be first. After you win, pick me as a teammate. Don't rush to refuse. If you pick me, I can give you 100 million yuan. 100 million yuan. I looked at him in surprise. This guy was this rich. Xia chuckled. The Xiao family is the richest in Ganling, and I'm the son of the richest man. The richest man in Ganling. I narrowed my eyes. Since he's the Sichet, it would be a waste not to exploit him. I can pick you, but it'll be this much. I held up 5 fingers. Musiner was stunned. This guy was crazy. He was asking for 500 million. 500 million yuan. Xiaoying's expression turned difficult. After weighing it, he gritted his teeth and nodded. 500 million. I'll pay. Using 500 million to bet on a future takeoff was worth it. Ding. He asked for my account and transferred the 500 million. He only breathed a sigh of relief after it arrived. Afraid I might refuse. Seeing the 500 million arrive, I was a bit stunned, too. The richest man in Ganling was this wealthy. All right, after the competition ends, you'll definitely be in my squadza. I gave him reassurance. He was overjoyed. Thank you, Captain Y. Oh, I mean, Captain Musiner looked on speechlessly. This guy's brain must have been squeezed. Suddenly, Xiao Xinyang received a call. Hello? A scolding came from the other end. You heartless little beast. What have you done? 500 million. Are you crazy, Dad? Let me explain. Oh, I mean, let me speak. This is an investment. The future benefits will be 100-fold. Old man, you're more short-sighted than a woman with long hair. If you keep this up, I'll cut ties with you and let the Ganling Xiao family end. Before Xiao's father could finish, Xiao Shenyang hung up unconcerned. Done. Xiao Xingyong waved his hand. That old man keeps telling me to inherit the family business. Come on. My dream is to become the strongest mentalist, even though I only know mind readating. He coughed. That old man has 100 billion in assets. Is it normal for me to spend 500 million? My impression of him was that he was a spendthrift, but having a wealthy member wasn't a bad thing. After that father-son drama, the third round began. On Arena 1, I surrender. My opponent directly surrendered. After all, fighting a monster like me was just asking for punishment. Xiao Xingyong grinned. Captain's awesome. Looking at his opponent, Musiner, he also raised his hand and surrendered. Vice Captain, I did well, right? Xiao Jingyong said obsequiously. After all, he had witnessed Musiner's power firsthand. The vice captain definitely wouldn't give up the captain position. Not bad. Musa nodded slightly, and her impression of him improved. 4th round, 5th round, 8th round. Half a day later, 9 rounds ended and the rankings were out. I had 9 consecutive wins and was first. Musner had 8 consecutive wins and was second. The principal said, next is the teammate selection phase. As the freshman competition winner, you have 1 teammate selection slot. Xiao Xing's eyes sparkled with anticipation. Others around also looked expectant. Following a captain like this would mean a bright future. Wait, Musiner's voice rang out. Principal, I'm willing to give up forming my own team and join Yishian's squad. Is that allowed? Jun Banxing was flattered. He couldn't afford to offend this young lady. Of course you can. He coughed, not daring to object. Liani and the other 3 rolled their eyes at him. Thank you, Principal. Musiner's lips curled mischievously. Xiao Xingyang, are you willing to follow me and join Yishian's squad? Musner gave up forming her own team, joined Yishian's squad, and Xiao Xingyang agreed to follow them as the source ended.